with Keller Williams Realty. Visit thenicklygroup.com.
Top reasons your career wants you to move to Ohio. So many amazing growth opportunities, high-paying jobs in technology, advanced manufacturing, engineering, life sciences, and more. You'll soar to new heights, just like the Wright brothers, John Glenn, even Neil Armstrong. Their careers all took off in Ohio, and yours can too. A job that can take you further. Launch your search at callohiohome.com.
You and your teen grew up in different times, but the struggle, it still feels the same. Research shows that teens who struggle with their mental health are more likely to use drugs and alcohol. An open and honest conversation can make a real difference for their well-being and reduce the risk of substance use. Get tips to get real at cdc.gov/freemind/parents.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Want to win $15,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows? Pick up your phone and text the word WOW to 20129. That's WOW to 20129.
Look, your body's unique, so why settle for a one-size-fits-all wellness plan? That's where Viome comes in. Viome uses advanced science to analyze your gut biome with a simple at-home test, so you know exactly what foods and supplements are right for you, all based on real data from your own body. And you know what? That's science you can trust. Go to Viome.com now and use promo code THRIVE to save $50 on your full body intelligence test. That's Viome.com, promo code THRIVE to save $50.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1, Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeartRadio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free new and improved iHeartRadio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers.
You are now listening to The Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
That's right, guys. Here we go on a Tuesday edition of the Jim Colbert Show. Thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate that, as we do every single day. And we do have a banger of a program for you this afternoon. We'll get you caught up on what's happening in the world. Deb will do that around 3:20 with JCS News. 4 o'clock hour, it's What'd You Do That's New. We'll go over Ross's choice of Conan Goes to Argentina. We'll tell you the whole story there. 5 o'clock hour, it's trivia. We'll end it up with Ross Thoughts and It's Only Money with Scott Brown from Edgewater Family Wealth. Plus, you heard it here first. Your calls, texts, and talkbacks all day long. Welcome to the show. I'm Jim. To my left, my lovely and very dangerous co-host, Ms. Deb Roberts.
Hello there.
Straight ahead producer, Jack Bradshaw.
Good afternoon.
Comedy alien, Ross Paget.
Oh, yes.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Find us easily on social, Instagram and Facebook at The Jim Colbert Show. On X, it's just at Jim Colbert Show, and all day, every day at JimColbertLive.com. That's where you can check us out on YouTube. Get involved with our question of the day. Get in the chat there as well. And if you'd like to send a talkback, that's easy as well. Simply grab that iHeartRadio app, go to Real Radio, and use that mic to send your comment over to the show, and we will get you on the air. Radio superstardom is right around the corner.
Superstar.
All right, how you guys doing today? Everybody good?
Oh, sure. Fat and sassy.
Long weekend for you. Long weekend for us. Haven't talked to Sauce. I literally did not talk to Jack all weekend long. It was like rare that we did not communicate at all this weekend. I don't know what anybody did.
That's a weird way to put it.
Well, usually we have something.
What does communication involve? Does it take two people to communicate?
It does. Did you text me or email me?
If anyone texted you and you didn't respond,
here we go.
Does that mean we communicated?
No. Here we go.
Did you text me?
Scroll back. You'll see something that was sent to you and Ross.
I like that it's a question.
Yeah, because, buddy,
you have the answer to in your pocket.
Oh, yeah, that guy. Yeah. How you guys doing? Everything good?
Yeah.
It's a Tuesday, not a Monday.
It is a Tuesday, which is neat.
Yeah.
We have what did you do that's new? We have It's Only Money today. And
Do you like Tuesdays better? You guys both hate Tuesdays, and I don't get that, but whatever.
Yeah, I'm not a big Tuesday guy.
Do you like them better when there's no Monday?
Yeah, it is weird.
That's what makes them awesome.
No, it still feels like a Tuesday to me, even though this is the first day of the week. Still feels like a busted-ass Tuesday.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I had a solid weekend, but I didn't do what I wanted to do.
What did you want to do?
I want to go see the movie Weapons.
Okay, why didn't you?
Baby.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah,
have
I
a
forgot.
baby.
Oh, buddy.
Take the baby.
Hello, just lock the car.
Yeah.
I can't bring a baby to a movie theater.
You cannot.
I do not think that's the right call,
Have you guys-
especially if it's, I have no business in being that guy with a baby in a movie theater.
Yeah. I mean, my God, it'd be like taking them to a bar. Who in the F would do that?
No, a bar is fine. A bar,
I understand. Okay,
a bar is way more acceptable.
Trying to understand.
Can you at least get it right? Am I talking crazy? Bringing a baby to a bar is far more acceptable than bringing a baby to a movie theater.
I dropped the far out of that. I'd say it's more acceptable, though, yes.
Oh, and by the way, speaking about that, go ahead.
There's a story being told at a movie theater.
You're right. I mean, there are a number of stories being told at bars.
Yeah, but they're not with multi-million-dollar budgets. They're just multi-million-dollar Coronas.
Okay, so I don't know when this is going to happen, but sometime it's supposed to happen today. I've got a Facebook message from a listener who knows the guy that you tried to start a fight with at the bar last week.
Oh, man.
And he's calling into the show today to talk to you about it.
The guy who I almost fought is calling?
No. His friend.
All right.
Because this guy has known that guy for a while, and apparently, because I think he lives not far from that bar at the Hideaway, so he goes up there often, and he knows this guy, who I think is a regular.
Yeah.
Former military guy with a little PTSD issues, and I think he wants to explain maybe what happened. And
Oh, Ross, you picked on a vet with PTSD?
Listen, there's no reason you shouldn't beat up a war hero over possibly touching your kid's feet. I think that's a perfectly normal thing. Everything's fine.
Oh, how
Man,
rude.
you missed this show for just a couple of days, and you missed this show.
Debbie had a guy, and he was at a bar with his baby, and a guy came in his baby's feet, like he was trying to tickle his baby's feet.
Yeah, and I said, no, dog.
And he was a little forward about it. He didn't take no dog so well.
Really?
No, he kept coming at him.
Yeah.
Ross had to bow up.
It was a little, Toro action.
Olé!
He kept coming in, and I kept pushing the baby out of his way.
Wow.
And then that's the story of how I guess, almost punched a damn war hero. We find out that he's a veteran way later, days after.
Yeah, if it was a minute after, it would be too much, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Even 1 minute. Hey, you just beat up a war vet.
It's awesome.
He hasn't slept in 3 weeks because he keeps having flashbacks. But you punched him in the face and helped him sleep.
I haven't fought in almost, 20 years.
Oh, yeah.
And the one time I'm ready to deck a guy.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I know that guy. He's really awesome. Great.
He saved my grandfather.
I'm not only am I bad at fighting, I'm bad at picking fights.
Exactly. All right, 407-916-1041. How was your vacation?
Went to Paso Grill Beach.
Nice. Never heard of it.
So we had neither.
Yeah.
We had neither.
Like,
so
you pass a grill?
Exactly.
I rarely
except there's an E at the end.
Right, okay.
Right. So stayed on the Gulf Coast.
Nice. Beautiful.
I think it was like Chris's first time actually staying at the beach on the Gulf Coast.
Nice.
So lovely resort. We just floated in the Gulf for a couple of days.
How did you beat that?
Under the cover of darkness, I did something I've never done before.
Did it involve some alcohol?
Doesn't it always? No, I took off my bathing suit top.
Deborah.
Where? In the restaurant?
That came later.
What seat? Like D10? What table?
One of the beach loungers.
Really?
Yeah, up by the beach.
Was it a nude beach?
No.
It was that
What was
night?
then?
Just my top. We had gone out to watch the sunset. Beach was empty. I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take this sumbitch off.
Now, you were wearing a two-piece?
Yeah.
Wow, look at you. Two. How'd it feel?
Awesome.
Feel nasty?
Oh, no, it felt...
I was talking about him.
Oh.
In the most respectful way, I would like to ask, do you have pictures?
In the most disrespectful way, I want to say, show me them pictures.
It's such a breath of fresh air to hear a woman say, I mean, it's just the top.
Yeah, exactly. Good for you.
Thank you.
That's awesome. How'd that feel? You feel like, did you feel, oh, God, so invigorating.
Free. Just free. Because think about that. It's cold, wet fabric.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you're not in the warm water.
Mm-hmm. What time of day was this?
This was at night. This was after sunset.
Really?
And when people walked by, I covered discreetly.
All right.
But outside of that, this close to wildcatting, but
really?
I didn't go that far.
Wildcat, huh?
Wildcat?
Yeah, it's bottom.
Yeah, no, I got it. I just never heard. I get it because of the context.
You should have confused everybody and left your top on, then wildcatted. Like Porky picked it. And just people would have thought you're dyslexic with bathing suits. Yeah, her nudity is dyslexic.
Am I doing this right?
It doesn't feel like they say it would. That's cool, though, man. That's cool.
Did you go in the water?
No, because I'd always been taught you don't go in the water at dusk and at dawn, because that's when the fish feed. So if you can't see in the water, I tend to not get in the ocean.
And there was a gnarly shark bite in Keys this weekend.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that coming up in JCS News. But
I don't want to make your bucket list as I hit that hard B.
Yeah.
I don't want to make your bucket list even longer, but I think you got to go back. I think there's a sequel to this chapter.
Oh yeah, I like that.
You got to go in the water. You got to let them things. Have you skinny dip?
They call that jawsing.
Yeah.
You got to straight jaws this bitch.
Have you guys all skinny dipped before?
Oh,
Yes.
dude, please.
Yeah.
I skinny dipped in the dead center of the day in front of 400 or 500 people. I'm cool. I got no problem.
I had Jack.
Yeah, hedonism will change you.
Yeah, it'll change the way you look at life, son. Hedonism will let you know that humans are humans and clothing is optional.
You guys always talk about hedonism like 45-year-old women do about the porn industry.
Oh, dude, Hedo is one of those things that'll just change the way your perspective gets slanted.
Let's put it this way. I'm too scared to even look at the pictures of Hedo.
Oh, no, you got to tell you.
Because there are none.
Yeah. You would.
There's
rules. The only time I brought back pictures was when they were done at dawn.
And
there was no one else out there.
And if you want to get bum rushed by those hotel, bring a camera or a phone out in one of those areas where nudity is involved.
Really?
Yeah, that'll get you smacked down a little bit. That's like one of the things that is the number one thing there. They almost don't care about anything, but you do not take pictures.
And if you still want to get bum rushed, don't bring anything at all.
Well, you got to wildcat it next year. Now you have something to look forward to.
Exactly. Thank you, Ross. I've added something new to my bucket list.
Can I tell you, I'm super happy you wore a two-piece. That's a big deal for you.
This is super awkward. My worst part of my vacation was an accidental skinny dip. I was kind of like going on that day. I was like, should I go in the water? Should I not? I'll go in the water. I get in the water. I'm like, I'm wearing underwear. Oh. And I was like, yeah. And I'm like, the people I was with, they had like something called a lily pad. Which is, right? That super cool thing. So like, I'll just take off my shorts just like underneath the lily pad. Gust of wind moves the lily pad. Gets all of a sudden, man, I illuminate some of that water. And I'm thinking like, it's all right. No one saw me. And then my mom walks up. My mom goes like, why did you take off your pants in the water?
What? Why did you take off your pants in the water within 100 miles of your mother?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Well, because I know her eyesight. I understand it's not great. And, I'm underwater. It's blurry.
Yeah. Well, they're not, I mean, even with bad eyesight, they're never going to make the it's too big issue, right? Like, oh, my eyes are terrible. Is that thing that big, really?
Yeah.
Especially he's in Michigan water.
Right,
this ain't, Gulf of Mexico water.
It was a lake. It's a lake.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
it's going to be pretty cold.
White against like the background of like that bluish green.
You can probably see it better in the water.
Oh, yeah.
It just magnifies it.
It was the biggest anything has ever looked.
Okay, thanks.
It was just squiggly.
All right, 407-916-1041. You can always text us at 77031. Also, so I found out something about my house this weekend my wife enlightened me to. because she, you guys remember that?
What, an undiscovered wing?
Stop. No.
Another safe?
You know that, so that thing from the 50s, like it went around the internet
Bomb
for a
shelters.
while. The good housekeeping thing about how your wife is supposed to treat you in the 50s.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
it
Meet you at the door with a martini.
Like, I think it turned out to be a hoax. Like, that entire thing never was really printed in Good Housekeeping.
Do not spoil my dream.
That's his bucket list.
So I think it was like a hoax. So we got into a conversation about what it must have been like being a housewife in the 50s and stuff. And we got into an area that was a little dark, right? A little dark about that time. And then she hit me with something about our house that kind of proved that there's a possibility that's true. My house was built in 1957. So there was something about my house that led her to believe that everything that she had
Servants'
heard
quarters?
about the 50s was absolutely true. And I'll tell you about that a little bit later in the show. And it's crazy because I want to know if anybody else's house does this and what you guys think it really may mean. Because I will tell you, her explanation of this is almost the only thing that makes sense. All right, so we'll go over that a little bit later as well. What you got for news?
Well, we're going to talk about the National Hurricane Center saying a tropical depression is likely in the Atlantic. The Polk County Commission votes on anti-brawl initiatives. Oh, and a woman is hurt after a meeting to sell footwear turned weird and violent.
Oh, man.
We'll talk about that and more coming up next during JCS News.
I'm sorry. I had too much to drink. It's fine. All right.
The mimosa's talking.
77031. That's how you text us. Back in a sec with more of the Jim Colbert Show and Deb's News.
Real radio. It is.
The Monsters in the Morning.
No, we don't want a stale-ass trivia question.
It is stale, and I'm going to get rid of it now so I can throw it away.
Hold on a second. Say that again.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
That accident's been cleared on Florida's Turnpike northbound approaching County Road 561. Traffic's getting by a little bit better now, although there's still some slowdowns on I-95 northbound before LPGA Boulevard. There's an accident off to the shoulder getting cleared up. On I-4, some of your familiar delays are piling up here. No surprises on your ride this afternoon, really affecting your drive. But if you do see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. At Lowe's, save on job site supplies with My Lowe's Pro Rewards. Eligible members enjoy volume discounts on qualifying orders through a quote of $2,000 or more. Offer can't be combined with any other discount, contract, and or special pricing. Exclusions, more terms, and restrictions apply. Details at Lowe's.com/terms, subject to change.
Guys, check this out. Tools Ace Hardware now carrying Steel zero-turn mowers. That's right. Steel, already recognized as one of the top brands in outdoor power equipment. Now these guys are offering the best in zero-turn mowers. From homeowner to professional, Steel has the perfect zero-turn mower for you and your landscaping needs. You can get 0% financing plus instant rebates on select Steel mowers. And don't forget, Tools Ace Hardware has trained techs in their stores ready to service and repair your Steel equipment every day. It's Steel zero-turn mowers, available now at all 11 Tools Ace Hardware locations that sell Steel outdoor power equipment. It's Tools Ace, your local helpful place.
If you want to buy or sell your home quickly, call Nick Lee. For a guaranteed cash offer, visit thenicklygroup.com.
Are you stuck with medical bills after an accident that wasn't your fault? I'm Orlando injury attorney Mo DeWitt, and I'll fight to make sure those responsible pay, not you. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Just call Mo.com.
Being a parent is tougher than ever these days. That's why, just in time for back to school, SafeTouch Security is offering the ultimate deal on the Ultimate Security Package. During the month of August, this top-of-the-line security system from SafeTouch includes a free video doorbell, plus your choice of a bonus smart home or video device. Have it professionally installed by SafeTouch Security's local experts, plus get 24/7 monitoring and award-winning support when you need it. Call 88049.
My testosterone is back, baby, thanks to Red Mountain Weight Loss. Man, it was really low. And I called Red Mountain Weight Loss and got my testosterone where it needs to be. And I got to tell you, when your testosterone's right, you feel a lot better. You don't feel sluggish anymore. You don't feel like you're unfocused. You don't have problems in the bedroom. Things are better. The truth is, men today have 20% less testosterone than their dads did. So this is a solution by calling Red Mountain Weight Loss. It's a prescription, and it's prescription strength testosterone that you only can get from somebody like Red Mountain Weight Loss. And it's awesome talking to their people, and they make it super easy. So if you're losing losing testosterone and you're having a problem with energy and building muscle mass, you need to give them a call. I did. I'm so glad that I did. It's Red Mountain Weight Loss. To book your free video consultation with a licensed doctor today, just get online, get real testosterone from real doctors with real great results. Go to redmountainweightloss.com. That's redmountainweightloss.com, or just dial pound 250 on your phone and say the keyword Red Mountain. It's Red Mountain Weight Loss.
Chelsea here, ready to upgrade your windows or patio doors? Right now during the Renewal by Anderson's Big BOGO event, buy one, get one 40% off, plus zero money down, zero payments, and 0% interest for 18 months. At Renewal by Anderson, our Acclaim Impact Replacement windows are built for Florida homes and designed to help you save money on your energy bills by maintaining indoor temperatures year-round. Offer expires September 30th. Restrictions apply. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free design consultation. License number CGC 1527613.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party.
How'd you get your money so quick?
Hard Rock Bet's got lightning fast withdrawals.
Almost as fast as Dale Jr. valeting cars at this party.
Man, he's fast.
Hard Rock Bet's fast withdrawals have given me new motivation. Tips are appreciated.
Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook. Roll with us. New players bet $5, get $150 in bonus bets if you win. Payable in bonus bets, not a cash offer. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 and up and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Sunnyside Drains.
My shower's clogged. I think it needs to be snaked.
A snake? Where?
No, a plumbing snake.
Is it near me?
I should have called Frank Gay.
I'm hiding under the desk for safety.
I'm calling Frank Gay.
For clogged drains in your home, trust our highly trained techs who aren't afraid of a little snake. That's the Frank Gay way.
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
Listen up. ESPN Unlimited is now included at no extra cost with Spectrum TV. Spectrum gives you everything from ESPN, live games, original series, top analysis, and more. Spectrum is really stepping up with this offer, and you get more of me, Stephen A. Smith. Get your act together and go to spectrum.com/entertainment for details. ESPN Unlimited and more popular streaming apps are included at no extra cost with Spectrum TV. Restrictions apply.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduced stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. Stroke risk may increase. Eliquis can cause serious and potentially fatal bleeding. Don't take if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or bleed longer. A spinal injection increases blood clot risk, which may cause paralysis. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding or bruising, or back pain, tingling, numbness, muscle weakness, or incontinence. Aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
It's a crime to pay more than a dime. One dime down at RC Hill Mitsubishi in DeLand. Just go to rchill.com.
Tuesdays just got Mo better with Ross Padgett. Presented by JustCallMo.com. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
Colbert Crew.
There he is.
You know him. Your favorite teabagger, Lorella's of Duval. Anyways, today we raise a beer to National Coconut Day, and every time I think of coconuts, I think of either The Little Mermaid or Monty Python. It's an unladen swallow that carries them. Have a good show, y'all.
Thanks, dude.
Right you are, sir.
I have to tell you, for a guy that sounds like that, he comes up with some pretty arcane references sometimes.
Yes, he does.
That I really enjoy. If you want to set a talk back like our buddy T-Bag, you can do that as well. Just grab that iHeartRadio app, go to Real Radio, and use that mic to send your comment over there. While you're there, please make it your number one preset here on Real Radio 104.1. Helps us out quite a bit. Doesn't cost you anything, and gets you to our content faster. Again, just simply make us your number one preset. Welcome back. I'm Jim. There's Jack. Yo, Ross is here.
My friend just got SNL.
Are you serious?
Cam Patterson just got cast in SNL.
You have got to be kidding.
There's your breaking news.
Sorry, Deb.
And Deb has your news.
It's time for JCS News.
Wow, has this guy got to put his name on everything?
It's in my contract, dude.
Here's the news on the Jim Colbert Show.
Fine. Now I'm just not going to talk about it. Thanks a lot. All right, no, a tropical wave in the eastern Atlantic is being given a high chance of developing into a tropical depression later this week. National Hurricane Center in Miami says the system, currently south of the Cabo Verde Islands, is moving to the west-northwest at 15 miles an hour, could become Tropical Storm Gabrielle by this weekend or early next week. While environmental conditions are favorable for development, it's still too early to tell whether Florida or the mainland U.S. will be affected. The NHC gives the system a 70% chance of forming within the next 7 days. In the meantime, September is National Preparedness Month, and on cue, the tropics are beginning to heat up. National Weather Service meteorologist Robert Moleda says Florida has seen more hurricane strikes in this particular month more than any others.
In Florida, and especially in South Florida, we've been hit by hurricanes more in the month of October than any other month.
Moleda says if you're not prepared for a storm strike, do it now because the next several weeks are traditionally the most active. And nothing is worse than when you want a generator and you can't find one, or they're $18,000.
Sure, yeah.
Last season, the tropics didn't start heating up until later in September.
Yeah.
All right, two special elections taking place today in Orange County. They're for Senate District 15. That was left vacant by Geraldine Thompson's passing, and House District 40, which was LaVon Bracey Davis's seat. She won the Democratic primary for the open Senate position. Voter turnout is expected to be around 6%.
She beat her brother.
Isn't that crazy?
Polls are open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
I think it's important to state in a election.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
All right. An FSU football player from Seminole County is hurt after visiting family and ended up getting shot in Gadsden County. Seminole High alum and Stanford resident Ethan Pritchard was shot Sunday. The freshman linebacker was taken to the hospital and is in critical but stable condition in the ICU. Florida State University's head football coach Mike Norvell says he spent much of Sunday night at a hospital with his family.
Maria and I are praying for all parts of him and the journey that's ahead.
Yeah, Pritchard's dad tells Wesh 2 that Ethan is a fighter, but he needs some extra helpful prayers right now. And speaking of FSU, man...
He was just driving. I think he was driving his grandmother or his
something
aunt
like
home.
that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Turned the corner and got hit in the back of the head.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. All right.
From Seminole and,
up there.
Made the Seminoles
Unbelievable.
in Tallahassee. Yeah.
And a freshman just starting his football career.
That day was on the sideline to the whoop up they put on Alabama.
Yeah. First home opener loss for Alabama in 23 years.
Well, they're going to pay for it, though. Florida State's football, their big football win is proving costly. The ACC fined FSU $50,000 for not stopping fans from rushing the field, which is a college football tradition.
Okay.
After Saturday's win over Alabama, isn't it? I mean, I know they don't like it when you rock the goalposts and you bring those down, but...
What I'm wondering is how many of those boosters are going to fight each other to get that $50K out of their pocket faster?
Yeah.
Because that will be the fastest paid fine in the history of FSU football.
That's a deal.
Yeah.
It turns out...
Isn't that what's great about college football, or maybe the worst is all right, who's got this?
Anybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I got it.
Well, the policy was announced just 2 months ago, and this is the first time the conference has issued a fine for violating that new rule. A second offense will result in a $100,000 fine.
The game is gone.
Yeah. It's wild. It's wild hearing colleges talk about how they pay their players and how their budget. It's just so bizarre to me, but I guess it's the new world,
It is the new world. All right. Orlando's mayor is being asked to show where he stands when it comes to the removal of street art. Protests were held again yesterday by those who oppose the state's decision to remove a crosswalk dedicated to the victims of the Pulse shooting. They've been using chalk to draw their own rainbows and messages of support for the LGBT community. Organizer Chris Blem says the protesters are rallying at City Hall today. He tells the Orlando Sentinel he wants Mayor Buddy Dyer and other politicians to join them and get their hands dirty.
I don't know. So what? Break the law?
Exactly.
You want him to break the law for this? There's other ways to protest this, and other ways to outthink the problem. Jim, as you like to say, because it on the face of it, it's ridiculous. Whether they say first it's no political statements. Well, it's really a tribute to people who died. It's not political. And then you have the green ones, which I wrote over 4 of them today that are all painted blank.
And the other thing they have a different issue with is this: all the bike lanes now were painted green, so you could see the bike lanes better, and so that drivers could see the bike lanes better in Seminole and I think a couple other counties.
That's what I wrote over today.
Right.
And I was like, first of all, and the painting job's not that great either. I see a lot of green on the edges. But it was easier, more visible. So for the people saying, "Oh, it's safer," they're saying it's safer this way. No, it was actually safer with the painted walkways.
There's some national blowback coming from that, by the way.
Oh yeah, and that's been part of the issue because again, these weren't done by the city of Orlando. This was done by the state of Florida.
Yeah.
That crosswalk has been there since 2017, and other ones like USF. I mean, you've got cities all over the state that are protesting because in a lot of cases, like the Swan. Crosswalk that helps identify the city of Orlando. But the other issue speaks to the safety issue, and that was these decisions were made without any safety analysis to back this up. This is just wasted taxpayer money. But in the meantime, Governor Ron DeSantis is defending the state's removal of Pride and other art-themed crosswalks, saying it's not a First Amendment issue. Speaking at an FDLE facility in Orlando this morning, DeSantis said, quote, "You don't have a First Amendment right to commandeer someone else's property," end quote. He added that the state law now prohibits markings on state crosswalks and roads for messaging purposes and that cities have been notified. The governor calls the controversy, quote, "an instructive civics lesson," end quote, insisting the removals are about law and safety, not political speech.
Sure. Well, they made it illegal. They They changed the law.
You have to ask yourself what changed since 2017 to make them that. What changed? What exactly did change that made this a decision that had to be made right now? That's a very interesting concept. This has been around for a while. These just didn't pop up last night or last week or last month. I mean, they've been here for years.
Yeah, and they were
Why
state
now?
approved.
And the safety studies, you say, actually prove that the colored ones...
It helps.
It helps. It helps drivers and pedestrians.
I like the green ones for my bike path. Come on, man.
Anything to make pedestrians and cyclists safer in the number one state for pedestrian and cycling deaths, right? And my other issue is, why are other communities allowed to have their residents have a say, but we just woke up one morning and ours was just gone?
Yeah.
So that's the thing.
You know, the outsmart the problem, Jim, that's one thing you always like to say. I saw a message of a movement of trying to put rainbows around potholes.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Do you see where they're going?
Yeah.
You want to fix something? Fix this.
Yeah. Find Florida's blemishes and then just
put a rainbow
on it, and we'll see what happens from that point.
All right. A possible third migrant detention center is being researched in Florida. Governor DeSantis says he got a request from law enforcement in Panama City.
They were like, is there a way we can get a facility that's going to be closer to us? And so we said yes. So we're actually in the process of figuring out how we can set up a panhandle pokey. And we're going to have that in the panhandle.
It would be in addition to Alligator Alcatraz and Deportation Depot. A federal judge has ordered a stop to constructions and operations at Alligator Alcatraz over environmental concerns, but DeSantis is applying to have the decision stayed this week. All right, you had talked about this earlier. A child is hurt after getting bitten by a shark in Monroe County. The sheriff's office says the 8-year-old boy was bitten on the leg while snorkeling yesterday afternoon at Horseshoe Reef off Key Largo. A dive company helped get him to a marina where he was airlifted to a hospital in Miami for surgery.
Good Lord.
There's no word on his condition. The boy was spearfishing with his father and another sibling, but no one else was hurt.
How old was he?
The little one that got hurt was 8.
Spearfishing.
I know, what a baller, right?
So
That's kind of cool.
An adventurous young man.
Yeah.
Well, and
with a cool
you,
scar. Hopefully he keeps a leg.
Yeah, Dora's brother.
Well, isn't it like you wouldn't do spearfishing while you're in the water with the... I don't know anything about spearfishing, but sounds kind of...
That would be cool
and dangerous.
You're in the water or underwater.
Oh, yeah, you're underwater. I mean, my dad used to do this, and you have a spear gun, and it's kind of crazy.
It's like a giant slingshot, like a rubber band that kind of...
That's exactly what it is. It's like an underwater bow and arrow.
Yeah.
It's a tough little
Oh, yeah.
Tough little booger there.
For sure, yeah.
All right. Polk County commissioners vote to create restricted zones for boaters in 3 lakes. Those include Lake Winterset in Winter Haven. Candace Rasmondo is one of many residents complaining about boaters playing loud music, getting drunk, and fighting.
Drinking from full-size liquor bottles. Kid you not. Smoking pot, drinking beer, spring break girls gone wild party scene.
But the culture of cruising from one lake to another on the chain of lakes is strong. This man says boaters have rights too.
You know, it's gotten carried away, but I think taking away people's rights to the water is not the way to go about it.
The county also repealed a provision in the noise ordinance that specifically exempts lakes. All right, dreams of life-changing wealth are going to have to remain just dreams for a couple more days. There were no Powerball winners last night.
I tried hard, though.
That means the jackpot for tomorrow's drawing will be...
I saw the number.
$1.3 billion?
Yeah, $1.3 billion.
Good, I forgot to play it yesterday.
And I need gas tonight.
So check it out. I Saturday night sat down to watch a movie and remembered and went out to go get a ticket.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know, got off my couch. Already made my drink.
Wow.
Hadn't started it, but I had a big fat ice cube courtesy of C later. I'm like, okay, that'll keep. I'll be right back.
Yeah. We're rubbing off on Jack, though. Redneck Dreams.
Exactly. That's a man who wants to fund his retirement.
I bought 10 tickets. How many total numbers on my 10 tickets do you think I got?
2.
1.
Oh.
The number 22, I think, was up, and that's the one that landed.
I had that one, too.
Yeah.
Man, it's so sad that you guys are about Powerball and all. It's sports gambling. That's where you got to go.
Well, the 1.3 billion will be the 5th largest in Powerball history. The last jackpot winner was on May 31st.
Damn.
Now, someone in Florida bought a ticket that matched all 5 white balls and won $1 million. I don't know if you heard, but an infrequent Powerball player bought a ticket and won $150,000.
Jeez Louise.
So the odds of winning are a staggering 1 in
274 million or something like that.
229 million.
255 million.
Points, Jimmy. 292 million.
There you go.
Still, there's a chance.
I saw an article in USA Today when I was reading for the show, and it says, you're not going to win the Powerball, but this is why you play. I'm like, shut up.
Yeah,
but somebody's going to win
and
it.
That's right. Someone will win it, and that person had to have purchased a ticket.
Yeah.
So if
That's
you
right.
want to be in it, let's go, baby.
So you gotta buy the ticket.
$2 in a dream.
It's going to be in California or Michigan. That's where. That's all. Those are the only places that win the big ones anymore.
My daughter was so excited about this. She started texting me at 10:59 p.m.
Really?
as they were drawing. I'm in the bathroom. I'm like, leave me alone.
Yeah. Right.
Leave me. I'll go. I checked this in the morning. I want to extend the dream because the magic is from the time you purchase it to the time you realize it was sold in a place where you didn't buy yours.
Exactly.
I don't want to know at 11 o'clock that I didn't win.
And tell you something else. They come in order. In other words, it's an order of predominance. So if you get a ticket and it's like it's 5, 7, 21, 20, that's how it reads, right? It's not like 21, 5, 3, 62 or something like that. So the worst part of it, and I wish they would mix them up. And the reason why is because if you get your number and you get your tickets, you can see if it ain't the first one, you didn't win.
Yeah.
So I don't like that. They need to mix them all up a little bit so I get to enjoy the dream a little bit longer.
If all your numbers are below 30 and it starts with a 37,
you're
like,
done.
I didn't even get one.
I'm already mad about this winning.
Sports gambling.
Yeah, Ross.
Yeah, but you're not going to get as good of odds in sports gambling.
I will not get as good of odds. That is true. That's so.
292 million. That means if they drew it 292 million times, you can win once.
I'm kind of rooting.
You're saying there's a chance.
Yeah.
I'm rooting against my wife because she's actually in a group of people who all throw down for the Powerball, and I just can only imagine the drama.
Splitting it with like 40 people?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's always a good time.
Yeah, lawyer up.
That's
Speaking
Knives Out Part 3.
Yeah.
All right, a woman is hurt after a meeting to sell footwear turned weird and violent in Miami-Dade County. She was hit by an SUV over a week ago in Aventura outside the Serena Hotel. She says she met Almanci Circle there to sell him used sneakers. But he was more interested in smelling her feet.
Let me get Let me get them Piggly Wigglies.
Oh my God.
Let me smell them foot digits.
How do you transition from that? I love these shoes. How much did you want again? Can I smell your feet?
She says she felt uncomfortable and refused, and he ran to the parking lot. Thinking he'd stolen her sneakers, she ran after him, and when she caught up to him, he ran over her with his SUV.
Oh, geez.
Over a foot smell.
He was arrested Thursday for aggravated battery, yes. The woman tells Local 10 News in Miami she never experienced anything like this before, and it's by the grace of God she's still standing today.
If it did happen before, God honest truth, I would look at this situation and be like, how good are these feet smelling?
Right,
like,
exactly.
This has happened before. So there's a siren attached to your ankle.
Hey, give me a snort of that. I'm seeing what's all about.
What's going on? You got potions for feet.
It was feet nip.
And that concludes your JCS News.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text 77031. Back in a sec with more of the Jim Colbert Show.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Hey there, Central Florida, Fox 35, Storm Team Meteorologist Noah Bergen here. We're tracking a few showers out there for the rest of this evening. A little bit of a gusty northeast breeze as well. Going into Wednesday, rain chances actually will tumble. Most places will probably be on the drier side. Most of the rain will be offshore and down in South Florida for Wednesday. Temperatures rise again into the 90s later this week, and more typical Florida weather with a handful of afternoon and evening storms returns again on Thursday. So a drier day Wednesday, the return to more typical weather by Thursday.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. At Lowe's, save on job site supplies with My Lowe's Pro Rewards. Eligible members enjoy volume discounts on qualifying orders through a quote of $2,000 or more. Offer can't be combined with any other discount, contract, and or special pricing. Exclusions, more terms, and restrictions apply. Details at Lowe's.com/terms, subject to change.
Man, here in Central Florida, it is absolutely important that your AC company that you hire has the integrity you want. They can help you when you need it and do that every single time you call on them. That is one of the many reasons that I hired Mills Air and I endorse Mills Air. These guys are awesome. Everybody on the show has been absolutely influenced and helped by the friends over at Mills Air. They've been doing this since 1992, 30 plus years right here in Central Florida, keeping you and your family nice and cool. And they do it with class. Their techs can service any brand out there. Don't worry about what kind of AC you have. They can repair it. But even better, if you do need that new unit, you are in good shape. Carrier factory authorized dealers means that you can get up to $1,275 in rebates towards that brand new Carrier unit. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier and certainly turn to family owned and operated Mills Air. Call these guys today and schedule that important appointment. It's easy. 407-277-1159. Online, it's even easier. It's millsair.com.
A golf instructor who knows technique can improve an aspiring pro's swing. But one who really cares can help transform a career.
There he is, your new champion.
When you team up with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank, member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial bank.
What sets International Diamond Center apart from those big box jewelry chain stores?
The problem with big chain stores is that they're all run by corporate.
IDC owner Keith LeClaire.
That means the people at the store level just plain don't care much.
At IDC, you're not dealing with a bunch of retail clerks. You're working with a true jewelry professional who's not on commission and not beholden to a bunch of corporate dictated rules and policies.
When you're in the big corporate world, everybody operates out of a manual or a big book of rules. At IDC, we don't have a manual telling our people how to deal with customers. We empower our people to take care of those customers in the way they would want to be taken care of.
Get the respect, guidance, professionalism, and genuine care you deserve from people who put you first.
We tell them point blank, do whatever it takes to make the customer happy, period.
International Diamond Center, locally owned, internationally connected.
We want them to take care of you, protect you, and make it the best experience that you could possibly have.
International Diamond Center, Altamont Springs Mall at Millenia and Waterford Lakes.
Is it a cold, allergies, or could it be a sinus issue? Aspire Allergy and Sinus can help you find out. A recent study has shown that 45% of patients who suffer from allergies also suffer from chronic sinus issues that are often left untreated. So ditch those nasal sprays and over-the-counter meds for good and find a solution that actually works at Aspire Allergy and Sinus. Go to aspireallergy.com to schedule your appointment. That's aspireallergy.com.
Here's something most of us don't want to think about, but probably should. Clay Travis and Buck Sexton here for our friend Mike Lester and the team at Talon Wealth Management.
That thing we don't want to talk about is a will. If you don't have one, Mike and his team would like to help you out. They'll start you off with a comprehensive financial plan.
If you are 55 or over and have saved at least $250,000 for retirement, the Talon Comprehensive Financial Plan is complimentary. And when that plan's in hand, you will also receive the gift of a will and trust courtesy of Talon Wealth.
The folks at Talon Wealth are not attorneys, but they work with a group of attorneys who'll provide a will and trust at no charge to you. Reach out at 813-755-5000. 813-755-5000. One more time, that's 813-755-5000. And be sure and tell them that Clay and Buck sent you.
Advisory services offered through Talon Private Wealth, LLC, a SEC-registered investment advisor. The information provided is for educational and informational purposes only and should not be construed as legal, tax, or financial advice.
Hey, listen to this. All I needed was a new starter. Got a great deal on eBay. Did it myself.
Yeah, that's cool. But how about the soft purr of an upgraded exhaust when it fits just right?
For me, it's the little things, like these new windshield wipers from eBay I installed.
From small fixes to big upgrades, eBay has all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay, things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Hello, I'm Joe Cordell, founder of Cordell & Cordell. Divorce is complicated, especially when your small business or professional practice is involved. At Cordell & Cordell, we understand that these assets raise unique valuation and allocation issues. For 35 years, we've helped doctors, lawyers, and small business owners navigate divorce with confidence. Call us at Cordell & Cordell. Let me tell you, I understand on a personal level, your business is much more than a job. It's your legacy.
Orlando, Florida. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois. CordellCordell.com.
Football is back.
And the season lives on iHeartRadio.
Whether it's fantasy advice
or venting with your favorite host over that blown call,
iHeartRadio brings you all of it.
From the official NFL Podcast Network.
Welcome to NFL Daily. To local stations that bring you the games live. This is 24/7 coverage of everything you love about football.
And it all starts now.
Just open the iHeartRadio app
and search NFL
to dive in.
This is why YouTube was created at Jim Colbert Show on YouTube. Subscribe and watch.
And I bet that lady who got hit by that SUV is regretting her decision now. She's like, man, hindsight's 20/20. I should have just let him sniff my feet, paid for the shoes, and then been on with my way. But no, I said no, and then got hit by a truck. I think I would have just like, here, boo, smell my toes, and then got out of there.
It's crazy as hell. I love it.
About having yourself butt naked underwater, saying that the water's gonna make it blurry. It's not Asian porn where it pixelates everything, so she's still getting a real good image of, I'm sure, the same thing that she saw when you were 5 months old changing your diaper.
Nah, dude.
Hey, Colbert crew. Yeah, so 1 in 292 million to win the Powerball. So at $2 a ticket, that means you can buy every combination and become a winner. Just how would you buy every ticket? Have a good day, guys.
Thank you. Couldn't do it. Yeah, you couldn't do it. I think it's mathematically impossible. They've talked about it because it's a drawing like every 2 or 3 days now for that thing, right? There's 3 a week.
I know they did it with a while back where they had a group of people and they were all assigned certain tickets, and they kind of did this as an organization to try and do it. How it had to get past a certain amount for it to be worthwhile.
Right.
But so what happened is they had a winning ticket, but then they had to split it with other people who had it. So that brought them down. But all the tickets that they had, 5 out of 6, 4 out of 6, and 3 out of 6 helped put them into a state of profitability.
See, I remember that, but I remember that with the Lotto that has fewer numbers than the Powerball. The Powerball has way more numbers, so the numbers are way different.
I think there's like North Carolina.
That's how they beat us. We can't communicate in mass. It all starts now, guys.
All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. I'm Jim. There is Deb.
Hello.
Jack.
Yo.
And Ross here for you today.
True.
True is true. So a couple minutes, then we have to get to the top of the hour. We'll do What You Do That's New. We'll go over Ross's choice of Conan O'Brien. Was it Get the Hell Out of Here? What is it?
No.
Must Go.
Must Go. That's
Argentina.
it. And it's the Argentina version. I think it's episode 2 of that season.
Yeah.
And we watched that. I watched it actually right before the show. And we'll go over that here in a few minutes, and we'll find out what the listeners have, because if you go to the Gym Members page right now on Facebook, Jack put a post up on Wednesdays of the week that the listeners choose, and you could actually go right now. I mean, we have time. If you wanted to go right now to the Gym Members page on Facebook and put in your suggestion, you can do that, and we'll make that choice here in a few minutes.
Make it
when we
good.
get to that. Yeah, for sure.
And make it something I don't have to pay for.
Now, the announcement that Ross made right before we got to news is actually kind of a big deal for Orlando.
Massive.
We've had a number
This is
of
great news.
We've had a number of comedic talents come out of this area that made it to SNL. One that I can remember, it's Daryl Hammond. I think was until Keenan passed him, the longest running show member for the longest time. They would bring him back to do President. They would bring him back to do a specific character.
He was doing the announcing towards the end, just a few years ago.
Right, yeah.
After Don Pardo.
Right. He would, and just give you an idea how long he was on the show. He was like the original Bill Clinton, I think, along with Phil Hartman. They were doing those guys. So I mean, he's been around for a while. Billy Gardell made it onto national television with
Mike and Molly?
Mike and Molly.
Yeah.
So we've had some talent really kind of make it out there. That doesn't mention like guys like Wayne Brady and other guys who have made it on the national stage. But this is
Daniel Tosh.
Yeah.
Ross Padgett.
He's more of he's a Melbourne guy. I know Central Florida guy for sure, but do you know Carrot Top?
He's Titusville.
Larry the Cable Guy.
Yeah.
These guys have come out of here. This new wave is interesting because, the kid that Ross just mentioned that made it to SNL, by the way, congratulations. What a nice, great kid. I used to see him do 5 minutes for free comedy watching, going to these open mic nights that Ross introduced me to.
I mean, I knew things were different when I told people that were fans of his that was like, I was just hanging out with him like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And they did not believe me.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is all right.
And you're talking about Cam Patterson.
Right?
And it was announced that he got a job on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, because Lauren Michaels went in there and just went crazy with a hatchet. They got.
I don't know. It's being described like that, but this happens every year.
But not 5 or 6 guys at one year, right? I mean, usually it's 1 or 2 that drop out or something like that.
I was reading about it last night. So the 3 on the back end, Michael Longfellow and the other 2 guys, Joaquin, and I forget the other guy's name.
And then the guy that left last week saying it was a toxic environment.
Right. But I think
always has been.
Heidi Gardner, that's the one that's like, she hasn't made any comment. So if she was leaving on her own accord, there would have been a statement. But the fact that there's no statement is kind of like, wow.
Right. I've not seen, other than that one season that was considered one of the worst ever, I've not seen 5 members get blown out. I've seen members leave because we know for a fact that Will Ferrell talked to a couple other members and said he was leaving. Then they'll get together and leave in groups sometimes because maybe they like working with or usually have sketches with a certain player on the cast. I've not seen the company or Lauren Michaels make a decision to blow out this many people before.
I think that SNL, and I know I'm biased, and to compare him to Daryl Hammond is just insane to even have this conversation because I've done so many comedy shows with him. It's weird. The one difference that I told him this the last time I saw him, I just couldn't thank him enough for still representing Orlando.
Yeah, for sure.
And everyone knows that Cam is from Orlando. Like his fans know that he's from Orlando, which is very, very cool.
It is.
And I don't know if there's ever been a celebrity that's done that as much for Central Florida. Just saying the word Orlando, I'm from Orlando.
Right.
Is different.
Yeah, it is, because usually the first taste of that we really got that I remember in the entertainment industry was the boy band movement.
Yeah.
NSYNC and Backstreet, and then Britney Spears. That was a massive thing for the city, but it was all kind of plastic.
And then it fell apart.
This is more this is considerably more granular than that, because Cam, now I know, but I don't know what Ross knows because he actually knew him personally. I knew him glancingly coming in and out of the, just saying good set and stuff like that and saying, hey, and he knew I was on the radio. But he would go in and do like 3 or 4 open mics in one night, like you would do in New York. You'd hit like 3 or 4 clubs, go in and do your 5 minutes and then move on, trying to kind of hone that into something, really unique. He's the first guy that I've been personally experienced with that did it via internet. Basically, I mean, I know he got it on Kill Tony, but that clip, that Rocks clip, blew that guy apart like I've not seen anything happen before in my life.
That's 100% Kill Tony. That was on Kill Tony. That entire thing, that whole movement. And man, let me just tell SNL something, as if they were listening. You just made the best decision you've made in 20 years.
How are they going to use him, dude?
It doesn't even matter to me.
It doesn't matter, but man.
Because right now, you can feel the tide changing. Just as soon as that news broke, SNL got cool.
Yeah.
For a large male demographic.
Yeah.
In one decision.
And I will tell you something else. I don't know what he's like now because I haven't talked to him in a minute. You know,
he's got better teeth.
Yeah. But I know this for a fact. He was like this Swedish young man. He was so nice and so thankful and humble when I saw him. I mean, he was no attitude, none of that thing had really hit him yet.
And that has not changed.
Yeah, he's just a great kid, and I could not be happier for him. The entire community here in Central Florida, entertainment community, is like rooting for him. I will watch the show now every week to see him featured. I can't wait, man. It's going to be great.
Central Florida couldn't have a more accurate, whether we like it or not, a more accurate representation of Orlando, Florida than Cam Patterson.
Yeah. He's great, man.
Devin Walker was the fourth member let go on the staff. He used to do the Michael Strahan impression,
right,
amongst others. You don't watch it every week now.
I see clips of it, and I see him do that. I see him like the news. I see him do stuff like that.
Right.
But I only
so 4 people were let go, but Heidi Gardner, that's the big one. She was on 6 or 8 seasons or so, but she was in a lot. You see a lot on TV doing the Homes.com commercial with.
She's very funny.
With Levy. Yeah.
She's very funny. I mean, she had a bit when John Mulaney was hosting where she came out as his best friend's girlfriend. And John Mulaney had to name her, and it was just like this whole thing. It was super funny. But she's been in a number of sketches that have been great. So that's going to be a loss for them.
She's a start. So I thought and she's been in movies and stuff.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if she said, no, I'm leaving to do, movies or television, just like most of the successful staff of SNL.
Yeah.
However, the fact that she hasn't said anything and it's been a week, that's kind of suspect.
It would be a little weird for them to blow her out, though, because, I mean, she was a seasoned player. She was beloved. I mean, it would be kind of weird for her to be let go, considering she was like one of the...
there was something else that we don't know about.
Maybe so. All right, 407-916-1041. Again, you can always text our show at 77031. Let's take a little break. We'll come back and do What'd You Do That's New. We're going over Ross's choice of the Conan O'Brien show. God almighty, I can never remember it.
Conan O'Brien.
Conan must go.
Conan must go.
Which is ironic because...
I know. Argentina will do it next.
The NFL season kicks off for the Tampa Bay Bucks when they go to Atlanta to face the Falcons this Sunday. Coverage starts at 12 noon on Real Radio 104.1 and the free iHeartRadio app. Presented by First Horizon Bank and Renewal by Anderson, official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center. Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
A disabled truck's blocking the right lane on Florida's Turnpike northbound just past that Hancock Road exit there. Keep an eye out for crews off to the shoulder. Clearing up an accident on I-95 northbound before LPGA Boulevard on I-4. There's no surprises affecting your ride, just your typical afternoon slowdowns. There's a crash reported where Colonial Drive meets Goldenrod Road. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Rasmussen University.
My name is Arnold Bogarty, and prior to me enrolling in Rasmussen to become a nurse, I spent 16 years in the military. I went to visit the campus. The facilities were amazing.
Rasmussen University. Are you ready to be your own hero? Learn more at rasmussen.edu.
Guys, make the most of this summer. Visit the Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex. I don't know if you know this, the only place where you can actually meet an astronaut, touch a moon rock, and then stand nose to nose with the actual real deal Space Shuttle Atlantis, and so much more. Plan your visit now. Come discover something real and then launch into an unbelievable adventure at the Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex. We're calling All space explorers come face-to-face with real space and the cutting-edge innovations of space exploration from NASA. Fuel your summer adventure with their Florida 4-pack offer. Check it out. All the way till September 13th, Florida residents can enjoy 4 admission tickets for only $167 plus tax. Explore more today and grab your tickets at KennedySpaceCenter.com.
I'm Ellie Anajar of Anajar and Levine. Injured in a car crash? Never rush to settle with insurance companies and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anajar and Levine. Our experienced legal team will fight to win you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call me, Ellie Anajar, for a free consultation and take back control of your life. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In Office Orlando.
Sunnyside Electric.
Hi, half my outlets stopped working.
I got a new bread maker. Have you tried focaccia?
My outlets don't work.
Oh, no toasties for you.
I should have called Frank Gay.
I bet they don't have a bread maker.
I'm calling Frank Gay.
When your power goes out, don't settle for half-baked electrical service. Call the pros who fix it fast. That's the Frank Gay way.
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
Worried about market losses? If headlines are keeping you up at night, it's time to take control. Hi, I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth, and I know you've worked hard to save. But in times like these, what if can turn into what now? If you're planning to retire or are in retirement, you need a strategy that helps protect your future. At Trajan Wealth, you can capture market gains, protect your account from losses, and guarantee income for life. Right now, you could receive a bonus of up to 30% or annual growth of up to 10% for retirement income. You heard me right. An upfront bonus of up to 30% or annual growth of up to 10%, all guaranteed to boost your lifetime income in retirement. Don't leave your future to chance. Plan with confidence. Call Trajan Wealth today at 407-213-0000. 407-213-0000.
Annuity guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company, DBA, in most states as Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
My testosterone is back, baby, thanks to Red Mountain Weight Loss. Man, it was really low, and I called Red Mountain Weight Loss and got my testosterone where it needs to be. And I got to tell you, when your testosterone's right, you feel a lot better. You don't feel sluggish anymore. You don't feel like you're unfocused. You don't have problems in the bedroom. Things are better. The truth is, men today have 20% less testosterone than their dads did. So this is a solution by calling Red Mountain Weight Loss. It's a prescription, and it's prescription strength testosterone that you only can get from somebody like Red Mountain Weight Loss. And it's awesome talking to their people, and they make it super easy. So if you're losing testosterone and you're having a problem with energy and building muscle mass, you need to give them a call. I did. I'm so glad that I did. It's a Red Mountain Weight Loss. To book your free video consultation with a licensed doctor today, just get online, get real testosterone from real doctors with real great results. Go to redmountainweightloss.com. That's redmountainweightloss.com, or just dial pound 250 on your phone and say the keyword Red Mountain. It's Red Mountain Weight Loss.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by crimeline.org. Give a tip anonymously.
Are you shopping for hurricane impact windows? Get your free quote now, reeswindows.com.
Coming to you live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Accidents happen, but Mo's here to help. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or call 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free new and improved iHeart radio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good. Listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
Wow, thanks for that flashback. The car song. Fast Time, Ridgemont High.
Yeah.
The girl getting out of the swimming pool. Oh, yeah.
What the hell?
Hey,
it's a solid memory for us Gen Xers.
It is, and he's talking about Phoebe Cates, the infamous scene. However, I just looked it up. Do you know how old Phoebe Cates was when they filmed that?
I do not. not want to know, Jack, because that's going to bring back bad memories and make me question myself as a man. 18.
She was 18.
Yeah. Had to be.
Oh, that's legal.
Okay, easy. I mean,
Okay.
so you take your top ones to the beach, all of a sudden you want everybody to do it.
The list of things we cannot say just got a little bit longer.
Yeah, Deb went pup crazy this weekend, and all of a sudden she wants everybody showing them. Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. I'm Jim, there's Deb.
Let them go, girls.
Jackson's here as well. Ross is.
Oh, yeah.
Let's do What'd You Do That's New.
What'd you do that's new? What'd you do that's new? Hey! If we only knew something new to do, we're relying on you. Tell us something new brought to you by Clausman Law.
That's right, Clausman Law, KLAUSMAN Law.com. Office is right there in Winter Park, 407-917-1718. Car crash, call Clausman. We'll talk to Glenn on Thursday for Colbert Court. However, every single Tuesday since the show started right here at 4 o'clock, one member of the show will choose something for the other members to watch, read, or listen to. We'll do that, reconvene that following Tuesday, go over that, and then move on to the next member. Just so happens this week is the listener's choice. You still have a few minutes to get over to Facebook, to our gym members page. Jack put the post up. You can make a suggestion of something you think we would find interesting, and we'll feature that for next week. Until then, Ross?
I chose episode 2 of the HBO Max HBO, whatever it is. Conan O'Brien must go. I believe, and I've felt this way for quite some time. I think Conan O'Brien is the funniest man alive. And I think that this show just proves, just smoking gun evidence, that the man knows what he's doing when it comes to getting laughs through a screen. There are moments that make you go, I didn't know Conan could go this hard.
Yeah.
It's nice to see him off of cable. And this show, Conan O'Brien Must Go, I think I'm lucky to be alive to see him doing his best work in some ways. Just seeing him have his own travel show and the bits and his jokes, and he makes it look so easy, but he's also got a budget.
Yeah.
So he also is not afraid of using cash to get comedy. And it has one of the hardest times I've ever laughed of an ending. I feel like we can spoil it. It's been out for a while, but the ending of this episode with the mural is the funniest thing I've seen in like 5 years.
It is. Look, I don't know what that
Elon Musk.
I don't know what that I don't know what that mural cost, but he went into Argentina, and of course it is football heaven because that's where Messi is from.
Yep.
And had a muralist, one of the first things, paint a wall size, like the side of a business, a building.
It's massive.
I would say that the picture of him is probably 35 feet tall.
Yeah.
It's so big.
And if you were to say, who do you think he put on either side of him, of course, him being the biggest, you could say Messi would be a pretty good choice. So say, okay, Messi, probably one of the more famous Argentinians. Who would be the other? Oh, yeah. It's the Pope. It's Messi, it's the Pope, smaller, and then a gigantic Conan with his arms around both of them. On the side of a building in Argentina.
Conan is a much taller gentleman than the other two, so I think that was proportionally correct.
I do not think that was what it was.
It was hysterical.
And you forget the banner above them said, the
favored sons
of Argentina, including Conan O'Brien, who was born in Boston, Mass.
It looks, you couldn't get farther from Argentina with that look.
And man,
that dude is see-through.
I just wish it would be essential watching for everybody getting into comedy for me, because it's like the San Antonio Spurs of comedy. It's fundamental. It's respectful. It's tough.
It's borderline respectful, dude.
Yeah, it's borderline respectful.
There's some moments there, I don't know, like being painted next to the Pope.
Yeah.
Where you could flip that respect coin and see where it landed, buddy. I don't know about all that.
There it goes.
The dance class was my favorite scene in the entire thing. That was my favorite thing. That was so good.
And even then, so use the dance class is that there's a really fast and easy way of being wildly offensive and not getting away with it with what he puts himself through.
Yeah.
And that dance class is a great example of like, man, comedians, Warhol said this, is that art is to get away with it.
Yeah.
And this show just proves that he can still get away with so much.
Really, the idea and the premise of the show is brilliant because he can inject himself in these cultures as kind of a moron.
Yes.
And he can say, it's almost like a Borat kind of scenario. You can say and do whatever you want because you're just a bumbling, stupid American, and we're teaching you about our culture. You're not trying to be offensive, even though we got to know. He's in on the bit. He knows. But I texted you a couple of things what was going on and confused you completely.
Yeah, I did, because all I got was a text from you that said, it goes, "Are you in danger of falling in love during this dance?" And I was like,
and
what?
She laughed and covered her face out of embarrassment.
I was like, hey, what is Jim? And then the next text was, "The winds tend to tick up when I'm angry."
Yeah, because he was getting a little mad, and then his hair started blowing, and he looked at the girl dead nuts, no question, no prompting, no written line, and said, "The winds tend to tick up when I get angry," as if his hair powers the universe. It was great.
And another reason why I wanted you guys to watch it is because it's also... you're looking at an era that is leaving. Like, we won't have another Conan. I don't think we will have another anybody. Late night TV is...
They're saying it's dead.
It is dead.
It is dead because there is so much other entertainment. So it's almost like... And he was, he kind of saw it on the horizon. There's a great joke that he said when he went over to HBO Max. He goes, "I'll never forget what Johnny Carson said to me is... beware of the moment when you need to go to streaming."
Oh, yeah.
That was his Carson joke. It's sad to see. I remember years ago when Sears went out of business. And I remember Deb kind of getting sad. And to be honest with you, I was very ignorant on why. Because I look at Sears and I go, who cares? I don't care about Sears.
But you never flipped through the catalog during Christmas.
Exactly. I didn't grow up on Sears. I grew up on Conan. And to see it now coming to its last era and its last days.
Sure thing, yeah.
I guess all I'm trying to say is, I'm sorry I judged Sears shutting down.
Yeah. I had that effect that hit me with Letterman. When Letterman left the late night, landscape. That for me was the death of that because I wasn't really a Conan guy. He was a generation past me. Letterman was my Conan.
Mm-hmm.
So when that happened to me, that's when late night kind of died. I have not tuned into a late night show since David Letterman left.
You are not alone.
Yeah. Right, exactly.
There's a lot of people that joined you in that.
I need to know something. And you kind of know it's a bit, but God Almighty, dude, this thing, because I'm not a Conan guy. I never watched the show a lot. This thing with his producer Jordan,
Schlansky.
Oh man,
it's
it
the
is
best.
Like Ross had us watch something. Didn't
Yeah.
We did this for what you do. That's new.
I
in the
know.
past.
I remember seeing that, but God, I don't remember the bit going that hard.
They hate each other.
I mean. Like I'm watching them, like this is a really good bit. I've kind of done this a little bit before. I understand this bit, the whole idea.
Yeah,
then I was like,
we do it.
That ain't a bit, dude. That guy hates that dude. That guy literally is disgusted by that guy. Like when you see him looking at Conan when he's eating that steak hanging out of his mouth, you would think to yourself, this guy would kill him right now if he could. But it's got to be a bit, but it's so good
because you see him laughing in the
that last
subsequent one. You're like. Outside of that, he holds on to that so perfectly.
I don't know how he does it. Deb and I were talking during the I was watching it before the show, the last part of it, and the one thing that we did agree on, Conan does facial hair quite well. Every one of those little facial hair things, you put a mustache on, then he put a small mustache with a little goatee. Mm-hmm. He pulls that off. Matter of fact, he looks better with that than he does with the other stuff. The Gaucho scene was great too. By the way.
God, man, the Gaucho, and that's the thing is. I will miss this era of comedy. It's not like he's dead. It's not like he's not making content, but the machine that gives Conan O'Brien's that platform, that machine needs oil. We won't have, the products of these American entertainers that we've been so lucky to have, the last 100 years.
Yeah. And there was a radio segment in there too. It's kind of funny. I mean, there's a little bit of everything because it's like 5 little vignettes almost, right?
Yes, he does. It's very short little bits and segments, but it's all throughout the entire world. Every episode is great, but Argentina
Buenos Aires looks fun, man. It looks great.
My wife and I crying. If you are in a relationship, man, that is, you just laugh with your partner and then let Conan O'Brien drive that ship.
Deb, did you enjoy every bit of it?
Yeah, for the most part.
I got to tell you, I didn't laugh out loud like you, like that, but it was very entertaining for me. It wasn't like a belly laugh scenario, but very entertaining.
I'm 80-20 on it.
Yeah.
I laughed out loud a few times. I like Conan O'Brien, like him a lot, but sometimes
it's a bit much.
He's a bit much.
You and I have had this conversation.
Yeah, he's a bit much.
About 20% of him.
Like even on his podcast, it's like, just shut up.
I can't listen to it because of that.
Up.
Yeah, because he just wants to do jokes, and there's no clear path. It's just him.
In this episode, he's with the family making jokes about being alone with the boys, and I'm like, man, come on, dude. Just,
like right off rip. That was the first segment.
Yeah.
And he goes, I just wanted to bring it up and let people know about this show. It's been out for a while. It got an Emmy nod.
It's on HBO.
It's on HBO, Max HBO.
Yeah.
And it's just a friendly reminder is that the king is still out there and he's still making great content.
Yeah, people are saying the Italy episode is pretty nice.
It's great because it's a huge Jordan Schlansky, his oil to his water.
And isn't the narrator Werner Herzog? Is it Werner or Warner Herzog?
You are good. Maybe. I have no idea.
I think that's who it is. Who's like an auteur filmmaker / documentarian or / whatever. He's an actor. Yeah. Very interesting. All right.
I love how comedians, they love spending HBO's money.
Yeah.
Him, Nathan Fielder, they find and John Oliver.
Yeah.
It's like they find a way to spend that money.
They're very outspoken about it as well. They think it's hilarious.
Yeah. So that's a good choice. I appreciate that. I'm actually going to watch some more of those just to see if I can find one that's. I actually started the Viking one on accident, the Norway one.
It's great.
But I'll check it out as well. Jack, what did the listeners say, buddy?
Oh, so I have it narrowed down to 2. One is 3 minutes long. One is 44 minutes long. You get to pick. I will give you the titles. The first is, let's see, Color Changing Card Trick. The other one is The Craziest Party Walt Disney Ever Threw.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Okay, 44 minutes. You got it.
All right. Where is it?
It is on YouTube, and we have to thank Matt Doolittle, our buddy
cool.
Matt.
Yeah, Matt, that's awesome.
Yeah. He
That's Matt and
suggested that
Sanford,
one.
right? Yeah,
Yep.
very nice. All right, good, Matt. Appreciate that very much. We'll check that out. Jack will put it up at What'd You Do That's New Master List at JimColbertLive.com so you can click through it, and then we'll talk about that next week.
Done.
All right. So at the beginning of the show, I made a little prompt, and we're going to pay this off next. Here's what happened. My wife and I got into a conversation about this 1950s thing that was supposedly in Good Housekeeping, and it was how a wife is supposed to greet her husband when he comes home from work. And it's so crazy. You could now, have a drink for him, be freshly washed, make sure the kids are dressed well.
Yes.
Don't talk too much. Remember, his opinions are more important than yours. Laugh at everything he says. And it's just on the edge where you could believe in the 50s this would fly. Turned out, I think it's a bit of a hoax, right?
I hate you for this.
All right. So within that, we started a conversation, my wife and I. I live in a house that was built in 1956. And there's something about my house that led her to believe that part of that list was true because of something that is inside, something unique about my home. And I'll tell you exactly what it is next.
What you do that's new, brought to you by Glenn Klausman, KLAUSMANLAW.com. Proudly sponsored since day one by Glenn Klausman, KlausmanLaw.com.
Bye.
There's a disabled truck partially blocking the right lane, slowing down traffic on Florida's Turnpike northbound, just past that Hancock Road exit there. Keep an eye out for emergency crews off to the shoulder, clearing up a crash on I-95 northbound before LPGA Boulevard. There's an accident reported on Colonial Drive at Goldenrod Road on I-4. Your typical delays are starting to pile up here, so travel with caution this afternoon. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. At Lowe's, save on job site supplies with My Lowe's Pro Rewards. Eligible members enjoy volume discounts on qualifying orders through a quote of $2,000 or more. Offer can't be combined with any other discount, contract, and or special pricing. Exclusions, more terms, and restrictions apply. Details at lowes.com/terms, subject to change.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here for my friends over at Eustace Roofing. Man, these guys are awesome. Been in the roofing business for a few minutes. Let's see, carry the 1959. That's 65 years in the roofing business in Florida. You know how good you have to be to do that? You have to be real good. They're awesome. In 2021, they were the National Roofing Company of the Year. No interest financing is available. They serve all of Central Florida, and they are metal roofing experts. They actually manufacture it on site, so it fits your home perfectly. And they can maybe be able to satisfy your insurance carrier by simply cleaning or rejuvenating your roof, adding years to it. The number one thing you should do now is get these guys on your property for a free estimate. It's EustaceRoofing.com. The real roofers, real craftsmen, real professionals, real experts. It's Eustace Roofing.
If you want to buy or sell your home quickly, call Nick Lee. Download a free home buyer's guide at thenicklygroup.com.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One, is back in Vegas.
T-Mobile Arena.
Streaming live only on Hulu. A weekend full of superstar performances. And keep listening for the next chance to win your way there. Capital One is the proud presenting partner of iHeartRadio Music Festival, bringing great products, rewards, and services to its customers. What's in your wallet?
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Good news. We offer HELOCs and home equity lines of credit with scores as low as 640. Find out if you're qualified today at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Look, your body's unique, so why settle for a one-size-fits-all wellness plan? That's where Viome comes in. Viome uses advanced science to analyze your gut biome with a simple at-home test, so you know exactly what foods and supplements are right for you, all based on real data from your own body. And you know what? That's science you can trust. Go to Viome.com now and use promo code THRIVE to save $50 on your full body intelligence test. That's Viome.com, promo code THRIVE to save $50.
Since we have lawyers in all 50 states, I see and hear lots of lawyer ads. It seems that most are bragging on what they got their clients. But be careful. If you heard that someone sold their car for $500,000, you would be impressed. But if you later learned that it was a rare $10 million Ferrari, would you say that person got screwed? And that's before you even know if it's true. Who is fact-checking? And how much went to medical bills and lawyers' fees? If you want to get an idea what your case may be really worth, visit forthepeople.com and go to Settlements and Verdicts. You will see what a law firm like ours is capable of. And fact check for yourself. All that glitters is not gold. We became America's largest injury firm for a reason. We won big, a lot. At Morgan & Morgan, we represent consumers. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com. Injured? Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Premier Men's Medical Center restores your sex life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate erectile dysfunction and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Premier Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Premier Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 407-337-5569. 407-337-5569. To restore your sex life in just one visit, call now. 407-337-5569.
Is it a cold, allergies, or could it be a sinus issue? Aspire Allergy and Sinus can help you find out. A recent study has shown that 45% of patients who suffer from allergies also suffer from chronic sinus issues that are often left untreated. So ditch those nasal sprays and over-the-counter meds for good and find a solution that actually works at Aspire Allergy and Sinus. Go to aspireallergy.com to schedule your appointment. That's aspireallergy.com.
Honey, that flu keeping you up? Did you take NyQuil Intense Flu?
Nah, I got this. Okay, I don't got this.
Yeah, you need NyQuil Intense Flu.
Undo your flu with NyQuil Intense Flu. NyQuil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms so you can sleep.
You do got this.
NyQuil Intense Flu. The nighttime sniffling, aching fever. Best sleep with the flu medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Hey, listen to this. All I needed was a new starter. Got a great deal on eBay. Did it myself.
Yeah, that's cool. But how about the soft purr of an upgraded exhaust when it fits just right?
For me, it's the little things. Like these new windshield wipers from eBay I installed. From small fixes to big upgrades, eBay has all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
I just normally do straight stand-up, but this is a bit different.
What do you get when a true crime producer walks into a comedy club? Answer, a new podcast called Wisecrack, where a comedian finds himself at the center of a chilling true crime story.
Does anyone know what show they've come to see? It's a story. It's about the scariest night of my life.
This is Wisecrack, available now. Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Wisecrack, and listen now.
Reese Impact Windows are guaranteed for life and transferable when you sell. ReeseWindows.com.
Tuesdays just got Mo better with Ross Padgett. Presented by JustCallMo.com. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
Hey, how's it, Ohana? Oh, Jim, in the Hawaiian language, grandparent is said as tutu. Tutu can be used for both male and female. However, tutu wahine is female, tutu kane is male. Once you become a grandparent, you are considered kupuna. And that is a very respected phrase. It describes someone who is a source of knowledge, wisdom, deep respect for that word. Aloha.
Okay, hold on.
Not our.
There were no jokes in that call.
No,
there wasn't.
There were no jokes.
I heard laughter.
That's why I don't know what's up.
How about we just call you Tutu?
You're not calling me Tutu.
Jimmy Tutu.
One time. You can call me that one. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Welcome back. I'm Jim. There's Dib. Jack.
Yo.
And Sauce Daddy.
2-2 for the one time.
All right. So what do you guys think it is? It's very simple, by the way, and it tells a little bit of a story. I actually just kind of looked up something during the break to make sure we were in the right era for this to be considered a thing. So what I was saying is this. So my house was built in 56. There are a number of things that are very unique about it. It is like an estate home. We bought it to rebuild and resell. And like we've said before, it's so old that the people who bought the house, who originally built the house, in the kitchen, there's a bedroom. It's the maid's quarters. It has its own bathroom and everything. So when you worked in the house, you were the servant of the house. You cooked, you cleaned, you took care of all of that stuff. You lived in that kitchen, and you were only allowed in the main house when you were beckoned. And there are bells throughout my house so you can ring a bell, and it calls to the kitchen to tell where you want to come.
Oh, wow.
So in my dining room, there's a bell on the floor. You hit it, and it rings the kitchen to say we need more drinks, more hors d'oeuvres. In the living room, if you're entertaining, there's a bell you can ring, and they'll come in there, and there's one in the master bedroom.
What kind of bells? What's the interface?
It's just
a string?
It's electric. It's an electric bell. So when you're ringing it, just like a doorbell, it's exactly what it is. Kind of the same exact technology as a doorbell. But that gives you an idea of the era that the house was built in, right? So that is a unique aspect of the house, and that's one of those things that we thought it was cool about it. It's a mid-century modern home. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Did you take down the signage that said, Collard's bathroom?
It's none of that stuff.
No? Okay.
But it did allow you to call for help when you had it. So it's a unique house. It had two swinging doors going out of both entrances for the kitchen, so that those doors were always to be closed, so that the main residents of the house never had to deal with either aromas or sounds coming out of the kitchen, so that the people who lived there could live that life that you built the house for, while the work was done in the kitchen by the people who worked there.
I don't think I would do very well with that. I know you don't have that happening in your home right now.
Nobody's ringing a bell.
But I couldn't. Someone working at my home?
Yeah, it's weird, right?
Yeah, I don't like it.
Perfectly common back then. Perfectly common to have a live-in help back in those days, if you could afford it, of course.
But the Brady's had it.
Yeah, right.
That's why we think our house has a basement, is because it was the cellar. That's where she kept her root vegetables and her canned goods, because she was the housekeeper for the family that built her house.
Sure, yeah.
The house next door to us. So that's where the family lived. She took care of them, and we think that's why she had the basement, because she had to. She wanted to do the cooking.
And the reason I brought up the 1950s thing from the Good Housekeeping, which made the rounds a while back, and it was all these rules of what a wife was supposed to do for her man when her man comes home from work, and it's everything that you would think would be so backwards that the 50s would be: freshly washed, don't complain,
meet him with his slippers,
ask him about his day, make sure dinner's hot and ready, make sure the kids are well dressed and washed,
drink in hand.
Yeah, drink in hand. That's right, drink in hand. His favorite cocktail.
Don't make any loud noises.
Don't make any loud noises. Keep the kids quiet. It's just all these things. You can find it online, and it's bananas if you want to read some of this stuff.
I have it posted on my wall at home.
Exactly.
And you said it's a hoax, which means there's a generation of men going like, I'm telling you, this is a thing.
Well, I think it was.
I heard it from somewhere.
But that list is a hoax, but I believe those rules were kind of understood for 50s housewives, right? That was kind of understood that's what was expected if you married somebody of means in the 50s. You were to do these things, or maybe not even, just somebody who had a job, because women didn't work then, buddy.
Yeah.
So women's job at that point was to take care of the kids in the house.
Well, you couldn't have a bank account.
Yeah, you couldn't have a bank account.
In your own name.
Right, exactly.
So why the hell would you have a job?
Now,
putting cash in the mattress?
With all of these rules and all that stuff that kind of revolves around 50s housewives, there was something very unique about that era when women were like let's say they complained or they were in a bad mood or whatever. There was a very interesting thing. So with that said, what do you think is the unique thing about my house?
A bar in your bedroom.
Not a bar in the bedroom. There is a bar. So the house has a library, like a study that has a giant built-in for books, and it does have a bar in there. So if you were having friends over or somebody over to have a conversation or talk or whatever, you would go to the bar, you'd open it up, it lights up automatically, has a little sink there in the whole 9 yards, you can make a cocktail. That's not it.
That's so sad. That's where Professor Plum gets killed.
Yeah, right. Hey, how about this? It has a built-in gun rack. So when you open up one of the cabinets, you can see an area where you would put your your hunting guns, because that's where that was like the man's room.
You got to
connected to the master.
Worry about the Jumanji hunter,
right? Yeah,
a trap door, like a hidden space.
That's a great guess. The answer is a little bit more insidious.
A little
a cage, a jail, a prison.
You got a jail?
Not exactly a prison, Jack.
Where Harry Potter lived.
A holding cell.
Soundproof room.
Not exactly a holding cell, Jack.
What else? You're so close.
A torture room.
Yeah, no, not a torture room. The bathrooms in my house locked from the outside.
Ew.
The bathrooms in my house have outside locks so that you could lock someone in the bathroom. So the reason we believe that's the case is because from what we read, this is just what we think. In the 50s, if your wife was, like, let's say, sassy, wasn't in a good mood.
If she was hysterical.
Hysterical is the word.
Yeah.
Hysteria was, up until 1980, an actual medical term for women who were having emotions they couldn't control.
Well, yeah, but unfortunately they stopped treating it the way that...
But that until 1980 was an actual term that people used when women had issues. Could be hormonal issues while going through perimenopause, but nobody knew that at that point. So they thought that there was a period of women's life where they just kind of went nuts a little bit. And they would have these symptoms of things of that nature, hormonal symptoms, as they got a little older. And we think the bathroom locks were there so that the women could be locked in the bathroom and kept away.
How does your wife feel about this?
Oh, she thought it was fascinating and horrifying, but either way, that's what we thought. And I want to ask, and one of the reasons I bring this up is there are a lot of people that live in older. Deb lives in an older house. You live in an old house.
Oh, yeah.
Your house is built in, what, the 60s?
Yeah, it's old.
Yeah, so I wanted to know if anybody else has experienced this. And these are not added locks. These are original locks. We have every door and lock in our house is the original lock.
Couldn't you flip them?
You could, but it was there when we were there.
Right.
But you got to remember, there's two locks. There's also the lock that goes in, and then there's the lock, the deadbolt lock that locks. And it's all part of the same system. It's crazy. And I never recognized that. And this weekend, my wife...
You've been living in that house
for 2 years.
And never didn't realize that the lock is on the outside of the bathroom.
Who locks their bathroom door? My kids are gone. I don't have to worry about them coming in my room.
Are you closing the door?
Yeah, I mean, not really.
It's kind of a coin flip, right? Isn't that weird?
Yeah, you don't even close the door, really.
I'd kind of treat it like a seatbelt.
Well,
sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't.
At night,
I'm just saying.
At night, we close the door because we have a nightlight in there, and the nightlight actually, you can see it while you're laying in bed. So we have to close the door so you don't have that intrusive light coming out of that room, and you can go to sleep. But other than that, nothing.
It says, that some people would put locks on the outside to control access to shared bathrooms. But
this is my master bath. I mean, there'd be no reason for there to be an outside lock on the master bathroom.
Is that the only bathroom that all the locks are like that?
The guest bath has it as well.
So he had multiple wives.
The only one I don't know about is the downstairs lock. I don't know about that one because we didn't go down there and look at that one. But the 2 main bathrooms in the house locked from the outside.
How do you have parts of this house you haven't discovered yet?
My son's down there. I'm not walking into his room. I don't want to see what's in there or smell it. I don't want to see or smell any of that.
I don't have. There's some parts in my house that I'm like, I don't know what that's for, but I don't think like, oh, it was definitely misogyny from the 50s.
Yeah, but when you look at it, they have wear spots. Like, I'll give you an example. In the guest bathroom, all of the stuff for the sink is original. All the hardware for the sink is original. It's been used so much that, believe it or not, so the hot water and cold water, they're mermaids. So it's like a mermaid with their tail going out, and the tail is what you turn to turn the water on and off. Very unique, very, very collectible. It's been used so much that some of the scales on the mermaid's tail have worn off.
They're just
from being turned on and off so often. So none of that stuff has been changed. Like when people come to the house, they marvel at the lock that's on the front door because it's got a giant skeleton key.
Yeah, that's cool.
We actually had to add deadbolts to the front door because the skeleton key doesn't work anymore. You actually have to keep it in the lock so the damn thing even shuts. It's that old. It's literally 70 years old.
Yeah, I don't have any. I mean, I got nothing in my old home that's like, I got a glory hole on the back of it, and I've always looked at it. I'm like, I got to get that fixed. But
yeah, man. I would like to know from the listeners, is there any other thing that could be? I mean, obviously, we don't even think it's what we think it is because that would be so kind of distorted and weird. But I would wonder, why would you do that? Why would you put bathroom locks on the outside? Can you guys think of anything or any reason that you would put a lock on the outside of a bathroom door as if to lock someone into the bathroom?
I once stayed at a quote-unquote haunted house in Winter Garden, and the freakiest aspect about that house was that they used deadbolts on the outside of all of the bedroom doors.
Oh, wow.
Like a latch that you then, So it's like, good God. I mean, I know the kids are misbehaving. But
and then you see the fingernails in the door.
God, good.
I've never stayed in a haunted house. I don't think I have it in me.
You're not afraid. I mean,
it's not that I'm afraid, but
I'm not.
You
don't believe in ghosts, right?
I don't really. No, I don't.
Yeah. You should be able to stay there easily. I've told the story before. A buddy of mine, his mom back in Scotland used to make money because she didn't believe in any of it, and all the kids did. And they would she would charge them. She for $1 each, I'll spend the night in this old castle and prove to you. And she made money doing that throughout her childhood.
It's an odd hustle, but
it is an odd hustle.
Get your paper, girl.
Like staying in the Scottish castles, like those like the movie castles.
Right. Oh, fun.
Yeah, are you staying? Is anybody in there with you? No? All right.
She'd walk in the basement. She didn't give a damn. She didn't care. She'd walk she had no fear. She believed in none of it. And if you don't believe in it, there's nothing to be scared of. It's just a dark place.
I don't know. Your laundry basket sure seemed to scare the S out of you.
Now because that was unexplainable. Completely and utterly unexplainable. And I didn't make any of that up, by the way. All that's true. Every bit of it. No reason to. You can ask the guys on the show. When I came in that morning, I was rattled. It was crazy.
You were shot getting your spooky on.
Yeah. And then Deb just shared some news. Did you want to share that, or are you going to save that for later?
Oh, yeah. No. I just recently found out. You guys know the I-4 dead spot that's been rumored since like the 60s, right? The family of German immigrants that died of yellow fever, and they were buried near where I-4 was under construction and disturbing the graves, and then the hurricane came and
in Sanford,
and you're
going right
driving
from the
toward,
bridge.
yeah, right over or right where the bridge comes into Sanford.
So it turns out that the guy who had owned that property apparently was angry over a sale that fell through and made up the story. There is no dead zone on I-4.
There's no ghost?
Yeah. Someone get Channel 6 on the problem solvers.
That was a Channel 6 story.
They're the ones who did that story of ghosts on I-4.
What we need right now is the K-pop demon hunters.
Yeah.
That's what we need right now is we need the demon hunters. They're everywhere.
I did not see you saying that. After you said, you know what we need?
God almighty.
Demon hunters?
Man, I can't even, you can't visit a webpage anywhere about anything. If you went to Forbes, there's going to be a demon hunter story up there.
Some people are calling it satanic, though.
Oh, really?
I've heard that notion.
Do you know what we're talking about, Jack?
Nope.
Have you not heard? Have you heard of this?
It's the biggest film on Netflix right now.
It's like the Lullabies or whatever it is. What are they called?
Labubu's.
Labubu's. That's it. It's the cartoon movie version of that toy. Jack, I swear, I just heard about it like a week ago for the first time. One of their videos already has 250 million views. And it's like a cartoon. It's a K-pop cartoon.
This is the first movie that I've seen do so well on Netflix. They're like, I guess we'll put it in theaters.
Yeah.
And then they put it in theaters.
Like that's the craziest thing.
I asked my friend, I was like, is it that good? He goes, it's just the music is so great.
It's
really?
It's just horrible pop music, right?
I don't know. I haven't been.
Oh yeah, it's just mass-produced pop music.
I haven't tuned in, but it's K-pop.
Yeah,
so
I listened to it today a little bit. I was like, I'm sorry. I am absolutely tired of reading about this. I'm going to go see what the K-pop hype is all about. And I went online, YouTube, typed in K-pop Demon Hunter. Video popped up, 273 million views. I clicked on it. I fast forwarded like maybe 30 seconds to get to the music part. And I'm like, this sucks, and then deleted it. It's terrible.
See, I can still get down to pop music. I just do it by myself.
Yeah. Not weird.
I'm not. It's weirder to do it with all my homies.
That is. You're right. You win. Ross won.
Would you do it with your mom, like skinny dipping?
No, I didn't skinny dip with my mom. My mom saw me skinny dip. Let me just clarify that.
Yeah.
Just want to clear up that rumor.
That's more like D-pop. Right, not K-pop. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Got a quick question for you when we get back. Stay tuned.
Classic Alternative this weekend on Real Radio 104.1. Real Music Weekends are Classic Alternative.
From the Odoo.com Weather Center, Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
Hey there, Central Florida, Fox 35, Storm Team Meteorologist Noah Bergen here. We're tracking a few showers out there through the evening tonight. The low pressure that's causing these will move away for Wednesday. Wednesday actually looks like a mostly dry day. In fact, rain on Wednesday will be very limited across our area. It'll be mostly down in South Florida. More sunshine. It's going to get hotter again towards the end of the week. Temperatures will be back into the 90s. A return to more typical, what you'd call average Florida weather for early September with a few PM storms each day starting again on Thursday. Have a great night.
This report is sponsored by GCRepairPros.com.
Contractors, got customers with no money for repairs? At GC Repair Pros, we fund your jobs. Let's partner up. Join our contractor referral program today at GCRepairPros.com.
Man, I love Tools Ace Hardware, especially now that they're carrying Steel zero-turn mowers. Man, everybody knows Steel. Already recognized as one of the top brands out there in power equipment. And now these guys are offering the best in zero-turn mowers. From homeowner all the way to the professionals, Steel has the perfect zero-turn mower for your landscaping needs. Get 0% financing plus instant rebates on select Steel mowers. And do not forget, Tools Ace Hardware has trained techs in their stores ready to service and repair your Steel equipment every day. It's Steel zero-turn mowers. They are now available at all 11 Tools Ace Hardware locations that sell Steel outdoor power equipment. It's Tools Ace, your local helpful place.
It's the summer clearance event at Greenway Kia, and we're racing to sell 500 new Kias. Every new Kia is clearance priced with savings up to $18,000 off MSRP, with 0% financing now available. We've got one of the area's largest Kia inventories, and we'll make deals other dealers won't. Our friendly, non-commissioned team is here to help. If you're shopping for a new Kia, visit GreenwayKias.com. I'm Joe Rossi, and we want to see you in a Greenway Kia.
Example stock TG004814. Negative equity refinance expires 9/7/25.
My testosterone is back, baby, thanks to Red Mountain Weight Loss. Man, it was really low, and I called Red Mountain Weight Loss and got my testosterone where it needs to be. And I got to tell you, when your testosterone's right, you feel a lot better. You don't feel sluggish anymore. You don't feel like you're unfocused. You don't have problems in the bedroom. Things are better. The truth is, men today have 20% less testosterone than their dads did. So this is a solution by calling Red Mountain Weight Loss. It's a prescription, and it's prescription strength testosterone that you only can get from somebody like Red Mountain Weight Loss. And it's awesome talking to their people, and they make it super easy. So if you're losing testosterone and you're having a problem with energy and building muscle mass, you need to give them a call. I did. I'm so glad that I did. It's a Red Mountain Weight Loss. To book your free video consultation with a licensed doctor today, just get online, get real testosterone from real doctors with real great results. Go to redmountainweightloss.com. That's redmountainweightloss.com, or just dial pound 250 on your phone and say the keyword Red Mountain. It's Red Mountain Weight Loss.
A golf instructor who knows technique can improve an aspiring pro's swing. But one who really cares can help transform a career.
There he is, your new champion.
When you team up with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank, member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial bank.
At Planet Fitness, we're declaring it. This is the year of getting stronger. And you can get started now by saving $28 or more when you join today. We have all the best-in-class equipment you could ever need. And you can work out your way on your time at any convenient location near you. Most open 24 hours. So let's do this. Join Planet Fitness today and save $28 or more. Just $1 down, $15 a month.
The official fitness center of the Orlando Magic and an official partner of minor league baseball.
See Home Club for details.
Live radio, trusted DJs, breaking news, live play-by-play, endless music, and podcasts just for you. It's the free iHeartRadio app. Radio your way. Join the millions who already have it. Download the free iHeartRadio app, the #1 app for radio.
Hey, listen to this. All I needed was a new starter. Got a great deal on eBay. Did it myself.
Yeah, that's cool. But how about the soft purr of an upgraded exhaust when it fits just right?
For me, it's the little things, like these new windshield wipers from eBay I installed. From small fixes to big upgrades, eBay has all the parts you need at prices you'll love, guaranteed to fit every time. eBay, things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell. Divorce is complicated, especially when a professional practice or a small business is involved and, of course, on the line. At Cordell & Cordell, we know the years of work that you've invested and what's at stake. For over 35 years, we've helped guide doctors, lawyers, and business owners through the complex process to protect their businesses that they've spent their lives building. Call Cordell & Cordell today, because your business is more than a job, it's your legacy.
Orlando, Florida. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois. CordellCordell.com.
Football is back.
And the season lives on iHeartRadio.
Whether it's fantasy advice
or venting with your favorite host over that blown call,
iHeartRadio brings you all of it.
From the official NFL Podcast Network.
Welcome to NFL Daily.
To local stations that bring you the games live. This is 24/7 coverage of everything you love about football.
And it all starts now.
Just open the iHeartRadio app
and search NFL
to dive in.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
Evening, Colbert crew. I don't know if this applies to anybody else, but my grandparents would keep the bathroom doors locked from the outside whenever I was a kid to keep us from going in there and mucking up the bathroom or using it. The inside restroom was for guests only, not for the children. Y'all have a great afternoon.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Interestingly, this couple who built this house had no children. We know all their history. We know where they're buried, everything about them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we know that they...
Is it under the house?
No,
in the basement?
It's in a small graveyard around the corner. But they helped kind of build Eustis, Florida. They were like there from the onset, like in the 20s. So it's kind of an interesting story, but they had no children. Somebody did text in and offer a really interesting possibility that back in the day...
This is why your bathrooms have locks on the outside
from the house
all the bathrooms in your house.
Right, yeah. Is possibility of someone breaking in through the bathroom window and then getting into the house. So you lock the bathroom door in case they break that window, because the room that my bedroom, because the basement's below it, we're up in the air. It would be virtually impossible to break in through that way. And the other bathroom is kind of similar, because you could just kind of snap and get right in. I don't think that's the case, but somebody did text that in and say that's a possibility.
Do you have a master bath or one right off of the master bedroom?
Yeah.
Does that also have the outside lock?
Yeah, that's the one. The one right around the corner too.
Yeah, how you doing?
Hey man, if
Get
you're
in there, Tori.
If you're not friends with Celine from the News Junkie, you need to do that, because 35 of his closest friends can get a free haircut and a mani-pedi at Hammer and Nails. Plus, you get a free adult drink as well. And by close, we mean random people who email CLane at realradio.fm. That's the letter CLANE at realradio.fm. Join CLane this Thursday, September 4th, from 7 till 9 at the Hammer and Nails right there in Winter Garden. Get all the details at realradio.fm/events.
Free haircut?
Yeah. How about that? And a drink and a mani-pedi.
I would have trouble producing 35 friends. I believe C-Lane could do that.
I think he could do it. He's got to easily be the most popular guy in this building. I mean, one of them. He's the greatest.
I think there's going to be 34 spots available, dude. I'm going to hit them up.
How about that?
I want to get my nails did.
C-Lane, or if you were just going to pronounce it, Clane.
Clane, yeah.
At realradio.fm.
I will not get my nails done, but I will get my feet nails done. My toenails.
Why?
Because there's something weird about your fingernails getting done.
Is it
weird?
You only like the basement worked on.
There's something
interesting for a man who.
Stop it!
All right.
For a man that what?
I mean, you like nice clothes, you like nice food.
It sounds like you're calling me something.
Surely you would realize that, that is something that men of a certain caliber absolutely have done.
I don't like the fingernail part. There's something about it I don't care for, but I don't mind the toes because you can't see them. And even when I get my toes, I never get them painted with anything.
Yeah, but I don't know if C-Lane wants you making your moany sounds at his event.
Think about that.
Like, guys, if you haven't had one, go get it. It'll change your life.
Listen to that. That's the same person going like, just don't touch my fingers. You know?
Yeah, it's me.
Exactly. That's Jimmy getting a pedicure.
Oh, my God. Listen, the first...
This is massive.
Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate that. Been working on it. Man, the first pedicure I got, it was that sound.
Yeah.
And the two Vietnamese girls that were working with my wife and I at the same time were like giggle laughing like two school kids because they thought I was like getting there. Oh, Ross.
Not me.
Have you ever noticed it only happens when Ross is here?
You know what's also, and I've heard this audio drop too many times to count. It's the splashing.
Yeah. That's my feet. Like going crazy. Yeah. I'm feet-gasming.
I just don't understand how you're like, absolutely get pedicures, but manicures, I ain't soft.
I'm like, something feels soft about it. Look, getting your feet taken care of, that's a millennia-old tradition from Asian cultures. That's your connection to the earth. This is different. Fingers are different. I don't like it.
Is it like you
have
like?
You ever tried it?
Do you want the calluses there? I just don't.
I don't want my hands looking too pretty. I don't want that. I don't like that. I do like wearing nice stuff occasionally, but I'm not like a metro guy.
All right. So, but you're fine with the Piggly Wigglies looking suit and tie.
You can't see them, dude. They're in socks and shoes like 90% of the time.
So that means the only thing that is distinguishing you from not getting you a manicure is other people can see it.
I don't want people seeing my nails and my hands in good shape. It's not, I don't like it. man. What are you laughing about?
Central Florida. Woo! I think, that's odd. That's fun.
That's
a fun character trait.
What do you mean a fun character trait? I don't want. You can see that if I've had a manicure, because you could see my hands. They look soft and supple. My nails are perfect. The cuticles are pushed back the way they're supposed to be. I don't like that. But on my feet, I don't mind it because the salt scrub and all the other stuff that comes with it, I'm fine with it. And I'm still not getting
weird.
What's weird about it?
It's weird.
Well, I got to tell you, there's a word that is coming to my mind, and you're not going to like it.
Is it metrosexual?
It's insecure.
I'm not.
I know. I said you weren't going to like it, and I also don't like it. But
Jack, oh my God almighty, Jack. That's the woman that's locked inside my bathroom.
I'm not. I remember the last time you played that, you thought it was coming from your phone.
Oh, yeah.
That was the best.
You thought it was a text or something.
I looked over to make sure it wasn't.
Well, you are one of the most secure people I know, which is why it's weird to say the I word and say insecure. But the one difference is that, people can see it and people can't see my feet.
They can't see my feet. No.
So that means you prefer your little, hand and feet extremities, get a little massage.
I do. Okay, so I've not had my hands massaged, or I've never had a manicure, but every time they ask, my wife even interjects. She goes, no, just pedicure. Just pedicure, because I think maybe she doesn't want it. I don't think she wants me touching her with really soft, supple hands, because it's not very manly, dude. She wants a little bit of rough in those hands when I grab her and let her know what's up.
Yeah.
You want to know, women want to know that they're being handled by a man.
When I pick her up to put her in the bathroom to lock her in, she needs to feel the calluses that I've earned over the years.
Deb, do you even agree a little bit?
No.
You don't. Ross, talk to me more.
With you, rarely.
It's just weird. You're basically a walking mullet.
I'm not. What?
Yeah. Your business down below, party up top.
That's not a party. It's just I don't want my hands soft and supple, Yeah, I don't. Hold on for a second. Hold on. Let me go over this with this one.
No, this is interesting. Somebody did text us at 77031 wondering if you like your feet done. Is that because you're a bottom?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Nobody's a bottom. I'm a married man. I don't know what you're talking about. It does mean a lot. Stop for a second.
Okay.
You would be cool with a guy with hands, a manicure better than yours. That would be fine. If he came home and your man's hands looked as good as yours, you'd be cool with that.
Well, I wouldn't expect them to look as good as mine.
But what I'm saying is that the soft and supple nature of it, you want your man's hands to be all that? I don't have Voldemort nails.
Let me see.
That's a great reference, by the way.
That was awesome,
Thank
dude.
you. I
I'm
appreciate that.
Oddly proud of you right now.
I chew them.
Yeah, I know. You can tell.
And then there's stuff underneath them, and that's how a man's hands are supposed to be.
Uh-huh.
They're not supposed to be soft and supple and perfectly clean. Damn.
What is underneath here? Is that like Capicola? What
you don't
is
want to
that?
know.
It's chocolate.
See, from here it looks like an Italian meat. And you're just digging at some sodium-filled pressed ham or something.
Someone just texted us, 77031. My husband's from New York City. His father was from Harlem. And it was a thing to have your nails done with a clear coat, shiny and clean.
Yeah, a thing for what?
Because nobody wants to look and wonder what's underneath those nails.
Yeah, because, when you're
Knowing
waving...
what you scratch and where you scratch.
When you're waving your hands around spin dancing, I guess it's fine, but I ain't that guy. I got tractor hands.
Spin dancing, but you're over there moaning in the pedicure chair?
Deborah, it feels amazing. I don't understand how you guys can't see this. What is happening?
That's our argument, that it does feel amazing.
Manicures feel amazing.
Also on your hands.
It feels amazing.
It's the same treatment.
It's not the same treatment. If I came in there and you took your shoes off and I gave you a foot rub.
That would be weird.
And then I gave you a hand rub. You're telling me that both of those experiences are going to be exactly the same?
Yeah. Man, I puckered a little
You're
bit.
You're telling me if I came in there and I sucked your toes. Wait a second. Back in a second.
Make Real Radio 104.1 number one on your presets on our all-new iHeartRadio app and get cool stuff at Real Radio events. Get the app for free in your app store.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Traffic's piling up due to an accident on the Greenway northbound approaching Redbug Lake Road. There's a disabled vehicle on the ramp from State Road 408 westbound to Florida's Turnpike northbound. That's off to the shoulder. On I-4 westbound approaching US 27, there's off-ramp backup slowing down traffic. Keep left to avoid those delays. On I-4, you're going to run into some typical delays heading through the city. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Staples.
It's your boy Mario Lopez here with some inside scoop. Staples has school supplies as low as 25 cents. Your back-to-school budget saved by the button, the easy button. What'd you think I was going to say? Love me some Staples. That was easy.
Go ahead and compare your quote because it is so easy to do with that mortgage guy, Don. And if you already have a mortgage quote and you're wondering if it's any good, don't worry because that mortgage guy, Don, can help. And that's because a recent study found that less than 20% of us compare that first mortgage quote we get, but you really want peace of mind. So just go to the website, hit the button that says compare and upload your quote. That's it. That mortgage guy, Don, will tell you if it's any good and you can get a quote with no hard credit inquiry. It truly is peace of mind right there at your fingertips, so don't miss the boat. Compare your quote at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party. No, you see, you get $150 in bonus bets after your first $5 bet hits.
Did somebody say hit?
Whoa, Ray Lewis? We were just saying if your bet hits.
Huh? You know I love a good form tackle.
We know, Ray. We know.
Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook. Roll with us. New players bet $5, get $150 in bonus bets if you win. Payable in bonus bets, not a cash offer. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 and up and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling, please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Hey, everybody, Jim Colbert here for my friends over at Life Imaging FLA. Can you believe it's already September? Before you know it, the holidays will be on top of us. Those times you spend with your friends and family, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, they're all going to be here way before you know it. And don't you want to enjoy every single minute of it? I know you do. I do as well. But if you have heart disease issues that are lingering and you don't know about it, that could come crashing down. That's why I strongly suggest a scan from Life Imaging FLA. You can find out beforehand. That way you can attack these problems and be around so many years of those great times with your friends and family. And remember, there are no dyes. You do not take your clothes off. No injections, none of that. This entire process only takes a few minutes, but the information you get could save your life. So don't wait. Do what I did, what my wife did, what my in-laws did. Get with Life Imaging FLA. Get this free heart scan. Just a few minimum requirements. It is a $699 value. While you're there, please ask about their cancer screening as well because early detection saves lives. It couldn't be easier to make your appointment. Simply pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, and say the keyword free heart scan. That's it. Pound 250. Say the keyword free heart scan. You will be connected in seconds. Make that call today and take control of your long-term health care. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto-dial text message from iHeartMedia.
Barbecue, bacon, beer, bourbon, and wrestling all meet at one event. Pitmasters and Pourers returns to the city of Mount Dora Saturday, September 13th, featuring live music from Naomi Bradshaw and the Dot-Coms. Also featuring the music of Savannah Savino. Live wrestling featuring Amber Nova and Angelique from the Monsters versus Teal Piper and a mystery partner. Plus college football and the big screen, barbecue grilling contest, cigar lounge, and more. It all starts at 3 p.m. Saturday, September 13th at Elizabeth Evans Park in beautiful Mount Dora. Pitmasters and Pourers, where the ultimate barbecue meets bacon, beer, and smooth bourbon with live music and wrestling. Get tickets now at realradio.fm/events.
Chelsea here, ready to upgrade your windows or patio doors? Right now during the Renewal by Anderson's Big BOGO event, buy one, get one 40% off, plus zero money down, zero payments, and 0% interest for 18 months. At Renewal by Anderson, our Acclaim Impact Replacement windows are built for Florida homes and designed to help you save money on your energy bills by maintaining indoor temperatures year-round. Offer expires September 30th. Restrictions apply. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free design consultation. License number CGC 1527613.
The football season is underway. Come on down to Acrisure Bounce House on Saturday, September 6th to cheer on your University of Central Florida Knights take on North Carolina A&T. Sponsored by the Orlando Utilities Commission, a proud partner of UCF Athletics. Go Knights, charge on.
Look, your body's unique, so why settle for a one-size-fits-all wellness plan? That's where Viome comes in. Viome uses advanced science to analyze your gut biome with a simple at-home test, so you know exactly what foods and supplements are right for you, all based on real data from your own body. And you know what? That's science you can trust. Go to Viome.com now and use promo code THRIVE to save $50 on your full body intelligence test. That's VIOME.com, promo code THRIVE to save $50.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change-outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
What does New South Proud mean? It means you can save 35% on windows and doors. And not just any windows and doors. We're talking New South American-made windows and doors that offer premium protection from hurricanes, intruders, and noise. And they're guaranteed for life. Get 35% off American-made windows and doors until October 31st, 2025. Call 800-NEW-WINDOWS. Visit newsouthwindow.com/deal for details.
Live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. From car accidents to personal injury cases, Mo has you covered. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1, Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeartRadio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free, new and improved iHeartRadio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Now, your chance at $1,000 and a trip to our iHeart Radio Music Festival. Text the nationwide keyword FESTIVAL to 200-200. You'll get a confirmation text and info. Standard data and message rates apply in this nationwide contest. That's FESTIVAL to 200-200.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
Jimmy, the description of your chewed and gnarled fingernails is pretty disgusting. And so to celebrate that, I'm going to have a lot of mass-produced American beer, which is equally disgusting. Hey, hope you all had a great weekend, and welcome to Tuesday.
Hey, thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. Hey, football season starting this Thursday night. There's a game Thursday, Friday, and then, of course, the Sunday night. And we here at Real Radio Not a Party when it comes to that. The Bucks Bus is back. That's right, the Real Radio Bucks Bus, presented by TK Law, getting ready to roll this season. Going to see the Bucks host the Super Bowl champ Philadelphia Eagles right there at Raymond James Stadium. Going to do that Sunday, September 28th. You can join Angel from the Monsters, Jack from the Jim Colbert Show, and Friendly Ray Trindley from TK Law as they take a bus courtesy of MCA Transportation to Tampa for this NFL epic matchup. Lunch will be provided by Jersey Mike's. You can't buy these tickets, guys. You can only win them. So get the details today on the website for different ways to win at realradio.fm/bus. That's realradio.fm/bus to go see the Eagles play the Bucks in Tampa on a bus full of party people.
Oh, yeah, and tickets are limited. But you can enter on our website at the address Jimmy just gave you. You get bonus entries if you're following us on the Real Radio YouTube channel and Instagram. And also, we will have tickets to give away, one pair on this show. I think we do that 2 weeks from tomorrow.
Very nice. Yeah. Welcome back. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Bring your bail money.
Jack is here.
Let's go.
Ross is as well.
It is true.
All right, at the beginning of the show, I told you guys, if you were listening last week, Ross told a story about had to kind of check a guy, regulate a dude, because for some reason at this bar, this guy wanted to touch his son's feet.
Yeah. He saw my baby. My baby was in a stroller, and every time when he first walked over, he kind of tapped me on the chest a little bit and was like, "It's a good baby." And I was like, "All right, this is just a drunk dude. I can deal with this." And then he went for my baby's foot just to tap the baby's foot, and that's when I was like, "Well, he can't handle this because it's a baby."
Right.
And then that happened, I think, 2 more times. 3 total foot attempts. Deb, by the end of it, I'm looking at this guy going, I'm going to go over here. You're going to go over there. So you can pick up on the social situation that I don't like this. And I felt it. I could feel the
tension,
primal.
kinda,
I was ready to pop a bear, punch somebody at a bar. if this kept happening.
Right.
So it did not.
So
But
So he tells the story. Turns out a number of people who listen to the show also go to the Hideaway.
Gotta love this, right, Deb?
And they
We're never alone, Ross.
and they also know who that guy is because apparently he is a regular. So let's go to Dave. Dave, how you doing?
What's going on, guys?
Not much at all, buddy. You sent me a Facebook message saying that you knew this guy that Ross had this encounter with and wanted to kind of clue us in on what could have been happening.
Yeah, so when I sent that message, I thought about it, and I was like, I might want to back my story up a little bit and say, I'm not tight friends with him. I just see him in the bar, whether it's happy hour or on the weekends. And he's absolutely a harmless individual. I'd go so far as to say you are not a bartender in the Ivanhoe Village area if you either A, haven't yelled at the top of your lungs for him to shut up, B, haven't yelled at the top of your lungs for him to stop singing Sweet Caroline out loud, or C, if you haven't kicked him out of your bar.
Wow.
But he's super harmless. He's a big Gators fan. Like when he's sober, the guy's actually pretty intelligent. He knows a lot about sports, a lot, too much about sports. But the problem is about 75-80% of the time, you're not going to catch it sober.
Yeah. Now, you said there was some PTSD stuff, possibly from him serving in our military?
Yeah, he's ex-Army, and obviously I'm ex-Navy. So if I would have been there that night, I would have been able to control that situation right off the bat. But all you got to do is look him straight in the face and say, at ease. And he'll stop.
Okay.
Oh, you want me to say at ease to a PTSD soldier?
I mean, he's only like 4 foot tall, Ross.
It's not a height thing. It's a respect thing. That feels like stolen valor for me.
I get it. He's harmless. He's actually a fun guy to be around when he's not obnoxious. But again, the problem is he's obnoxious about 90% of the time.
And also, Dave, look, to defend Ross here, every time I hear somebody say something, oh, yeah, this guy's completely harmless. Next thing you know, he's stabbing students in Iowa. Because, look, I got to tell you, nobody knows that when you're coming at their kid's feet. You don't have any idea what this cat's been about. Not to mention when he's already been reprimanded twice and dude comes in for the third shot.
And that's why he always gets yelled at by bartenders to shut up or to get out of the bar.
I mean, he belted Wilson Phillips at that bar. It wasn't Sweet Caroline that day. It was.
And he's a big Gators fan too. So I always like going in there and just look him straight in the face and say, the Gators aren't good, and he just loses his mind.
Oh yeah.
That's why he likes Wilson Phillips, because he needs one more day as a Gators fan.
Hey, do you know how long he served and what particular situation created the PTSD scenario? Was he in combat?
I don't know. I really don't get the chance to talk to him that much because, again, he's usually not sober. But I know he served at least 4 years, and I don't know if his exit from the military was honorable or other than honorable or dishonorable. Mm-hmm. But he doesn't really talk about that much.
All right,
as far as the military.
Okay.
Well, the next time you see him, tell him he's still not going to be able to touch my baby's feet, but I'll have a beer with him
if he's buying.
If he's buying.
That's a little on the odd part of it too. Is like I live on New York, so Jim, I'm the same guy that told you could park my driveway anytime.
Yeah, I know who you are, buddy. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, he's obnoxious most of the time, and when I heard that story, I was just like, wow, that's over the line for even him.
Really?
Hey, Dave,
baby's feet? Yeah.
Does he remember this stuff when you catch him sober? Does
Great
he
question.
remember that, or to him is it just a day gone by?
I'm pretty sure if I see him next time I say something about it, he'll remember.
You can say and remind him, yeah, they talked about you all over the radio.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah.
And this guy keeps talking about how he wants to kick his ass.
Now, let me ask Dave. I mean,
his name is Ross.
You know this guy, former military, the whole 9 yards. You've obviously seen Ross. If you had to throw your money down on who would win that fight, who would you put your cash on?
Oh, come on, right? It's close.
Yeah.
This is close.
Come on, Ivanhoe. What do you got?
All Ross has to do is go in like he's going to chest bump him, and he'd back up 2 or 3 times and probably stagger. But yeah, Ross has this all day long.
Oh yeah.
There's a reason why I was ready to punch a guy, because I was like, I think I got this.
Yeah, exactly.
Uppercut to your boob.
I hope I see him soon.
All right, Dave. Thanks for calling, buddy.
Give us an update.
We appreciate it very much. Hey, anytime you give us an update on that, dude, just give us a buzz. We'll appreciate it.
You got it.
See you, Dave. Thanks, man.
Got this weird tiny man enemy out there.
Well, chances are he might not remember it.
Yeah,
That's a great question, Jack.
This
by the
is
way.
how small. I don't want to just make fun of his height, but like he was such a tiny man that I thought genuinely, all right, I'm willing and ready to punch this guy. And then I also thought, and I have gravity. Because like
you're punching down.
I'm punching down.
Yeah, your fist is falling.
Like that's legit what I thought after the third baby touch foot attempt.
Now I want to go to this bar and see this guy while out, man. That's
Of course, just my luck.
Your punch is getting an extra 32 feet per second.
That's what I'm thinking. If you're on top
Impact.
of a guy, your punches are going to hit a lot harder than being below him.
if you whoop a guy's ass who's like 5'5" and former military, do you brag about that at 6'3"? I mean, or do you just do you leave the height out of it and say, dude, I whipped a guy's ass who was in the military?
I think you just you open up with military and then you leave it up for questions.
That's like a ring of honor for you, dude. You just walk around with pictures of that on your.
It was the first time I got my Papa Bear on. It was the first time that Papa Bear had to come out.
Yeah. Horrifying.
Yeah. And it was different. Such a weird feeling. Being a dad is so odd.
How did your wife react to that, by the way, when you told her the story? Was she like, did it get her kind of, get her kind of, you know what I'm saying? Did she start feeling a little something?
That's the problem with being good old me, Jim. Because I go ahead and tell her this story, and then what she hears is like, all right, so you looked at a guy and went, stop it!
Oh.
She's never seen it.
She's never seen the anger. She's never seen the fury.
Hey, so I've never,
she doesn't know the fury.
But
she doesn't know it.
should. I mean, she used to think that Ross really did like to drive 55 miles an hour. Then he gets a new car and he's a speed demon.
Yeah, that's also true.
Yeah.
Yeah, sport mode, that thing's awesome. I don't even care if it's just a couple more horsies.
Let me ask you a question. If this was a swap scenario and it was your wife
I would be embarrassed.
at the bar that night, and let's say you were away and he came in for 2 or 3 touches of your kid's foot, do you think she would have been that diplomatic, or do you think she'd have just started wailing on this dude?
I think she just leaves.
She just hauls ass?
Yeah.
Or talk to the bartender and ask him to.
Yeah. But I confronted it, and it takes a lot for me to confront. But you go for a baby left foot, man, it is wow.
Especially when you don't know the intention. That's the thing that's a little weird about
Or
it.
the person.
Yeah, you don't know anybody, but goddamn, when they're going at your feet, dude, I don't know, man.
I don't like when people treat their first impression like a 45th.
Yeah. Hey, by the way,
I do that sometimes.
people are asking why was the baby at the bar. Let me clear this up real quick. It's because he's a bad person.
No, not the baby.
No,
Ross.
no. Ross is a terrible person.
I was there watching sports with a friend.
That makes it better.
It's a community area. He was on the patio. I mean, to give him, and the patio got a little hot, so we moved inside to the AC, and then it happened almost immediately. It wasn't like you were hanging out in the bar all day. Ross. Oh my God! It was a Liverpool game. That means you were on there. You were there at 6, 7 in the morning.
No,
Ross.
No, it was a Monday night. It's Monday Night Football. They took that from us.
No,
and it was 3:00. But I mean, I was there a little early.
Yeah. Payback for the office.
Payback for the.
I get it. All right, 407-916-1041. You can always text us at 77031. There's a unique thing happening in Japan. They've created a term for it, and I find it kind of fascinating. And there's a little bit of that here in Orlando. I'll tell you what I'm talking about next.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Off-ramp backups piling up in some familiar areas. Keep left to avoid those delays on I-4 through the city. Florida's Turnpike southbound approaching that Osceola Parkway exit. There's slowdowns on I-4 westbound approaching US 27 on Florida's Turnpike northbound. Expect some delays between Oakland Exchange and approaching Hancock Road there. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Paul Davis Restoration, serving coastal and central Florida.
When storm damage hits, call the pros. Paul Davis Restoration. On call 24/7, giving you peace of mind and restoring your home or business. When things go wrong, they do what's right. Call Paul Davis Restoration, serving all of coastal and central Florida.
Jim Colbert Show question of the day is brought to us by wearebeyondabank.com. wearebeyondthebank.com. Now bigger and better than before, and they have a new website, wearebeyondthebank.com. That's still Brad Siebert and his team. Their focus is getting you the mortgage and the money you need for your home, but they have now partnered with Luminate Bank and are more flexible than before. Licensed in all 50 states, and whether it's construction loans, commercial lending, refis, or even purchasing your dream home where you use the Move Up Buyers program where you take the equity in your current home and put it towards your forever home, Brad Siebert is the guy to help. Go to his website, wearebeyondthebank.com. But there's an easier way to reach Brad. Pick up your cell phone, pound 250, keyword Luminate. That's right. On your cell, you hit pound 250. They ask for a keyword. You say Luminate, and you get connected with Brad. NMLS ID number 150953, Equal Housing and Fair Lending.
Sunnyside Air Conditioning, now using AI.
My AC stopped working.
Here's a random penguin fact.
No, I need cold air now.
Penguins mate for life.
I should have called Frank Gay.
Would you like to mate for life?
I'm calling Frank Gay.
When your home's air conditioning breaks down, you can count on our repairs to work for you for the long haul. That's the Frank Gay way.
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
After an accident, you may have an x-ray that looks normal, but you're still in pain. That's because soft tissue injuries like sprains and tears don't show up on x-rays. And if an insurance company doesn't see it, they may not believe you're hurt.
When they don't take your pain seriously, we fight back. We know doctors who are experts in diagnosing soft tissue injuries. They can help us prove that your pain is real, and we'll seek to get you paid for all of your future medical expenses.
Farah and Farah, Orlando.
Get ready, Orlando. Fiesta Calle Orange is taking over downtown Sunday, October 26th. Enjoy a full day of live music, food, and culture all day long. Orlando, get ready to move with live performances by Tu Rosario, Tony Vega, Roland Rosendo, Hildemaro, and Jan Colazo. Don't miss Florida's hottest Latin street party. Brought to you by your local Kia dealers. Discover what happens when rugged capability meets true performance. Kia, movement that inspires.
Is it a cold, allergies, or could it be a sinus issue? Aspire Allergy and Sinus can help you find out. A recent study has shown that 45% of patients who suffer from allergies also suffer from chronic sinus issues that are often left untreated. So ditch those nasal sprays and over-the-counter meds for good and find a solution that actually works at Aspire Allergy and Sinus. Go to aspireallergy.com to schedule your appointment. That's aspireallergy.com.
My testosterone is back, baby, thanks to Red Mountain Weight Loss. Man, it was really low, and I called Red Mountain Weight Loss and got my testosterone where it needs to be. And I got to tell you, when your testosterone's right, you feel a lot better. You don't feel sluggish anymore. You don't feel like you're unfocused. You don't have problems in the bedroom. Things are better. The truth is, men today have 20% less testosterone than their dads did. So this is a solution by calling Red Mountain Weight Loss. It's a prescription, and it's prescription strength testosterone that you only can get from somebody like Red Mountain Weight Loss. And it's awesome talking to their people, and they make it super easy. So if you're losing testosterone and you're having a problem with energy and building muscle mass, you need to give them a call. I did. I'm so glad that I did. It's a Red Mountain Weight Loss. To book your free video consultation with a licensed doctor today, just get online, get real testosterone from real doctors with real great results. Go to redmountainweightloss.com. That's redmountainweightloss.com, or just dial pound 250 on your phone and say the keyword Red Mountain. It's Red Mountain Weight Loss.
You worked hard for your 401k, but if you've left your job, your money might be sitting in the wrong hands. I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth, and it's very possible that the 401k that you have had for years has hidden fees and limited investment choices. But if you're no longer with the company, that 401k may be at the mercy of your former employer. All of these things could be costing you thousands. Rolling over your 401k into an IRA can provide better investment options that align with your long-term goals. At Trajan Wealth, we're fiduciary advisors that are held to a higher standard with no hidden agenda and no hidden fees. Don't let your retirement dollars sit in an old plan, and don't roll it over to your new plan without consulting Trajan Wealth first. Call Trajan Wealth today at 407-213-0000. 407-213-0000.
Advisory services are offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell. Divorce is complicated, especially when a professional practice or a small business is involved and, of course, on the line. At Cordell & Cordell, we know the years of work that you've invested and what's at stake. For over 35 years, we've helped guide doctors, lawyers, and business owners through the complex process to protect their businesses that they've spent their lives building. Call Cordell & Cordell today because your business is more than a job, it's your legacy.
Orlando, Florida. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois. CordellCordell.com.
Most impact windows from Reese Windows and Doors are installed in just 6 to 8 weeks. Visit ReeseWindows.com.
Tuesdays just got Mo better with Ross Padgett. Presented by JustCallMo.com. Now back to the Jim Colbert Show. Still to come, the common sense financial advice you need. It's Only Money with Scott Brown, today at 6:20 on the Jim Colbert Show.
What's up, Colbert crew? Okay, so not only you are at a bar with your baby, which I don't know why, not judging here, could have been any number of things, but you were being a bully to someone smaller than you. I think it's time for you to get your ass whipped from a 5'6", 150-pound woman. I'm gonna meet you at that bar.
Oh, yeah.
I'd be scared,
You
man.
just tell me when and where, young lady. 5'6", 150, that's no joke, dude. That's fighting weight right there.
Let's go.
She takes off her earrings and puts Vaseline on her forehead. You want to run.
Just the earrings is enough.
That is.
Oh, my God, I've seen my wife yank hers out so quick.
You know what show I backed into? Speaking of strong women, and I started watching it, and then I couldn't turn it off last night. American Gladiator. It was
my God,
the women's championship.
Oh, my God.
It's like, that's pretty wild.
Yeah, those chicks were crazy. Yeah. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack.
Go.
And Sauce is here as well.
That is true.
Are any of you guys cadults?
Cadults?
Are you a cadult?
A kid who's an adult?
Yeah, are you a cadult?
Oh, I'm
absolutely.
a cadult.
Are you?
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Are you a cadult?
Yeah.
Have you checked out my
You
lifestyle?
know this guy is.
Yeah, I've been on a adult.
Yeah. So interestingly, that is a term being used right now. There's a big toy show in Tokyo, the 2025 International Tokyo Toy Show. That's a tough one, by the way.
Yeah.
It was the Japan Toy Association sponsors this, and it's a gargantuan exhibition center, kind of like a Comic-Con, but for toys. Right? 30,000 toys are being displayed. Different toys, different styles, whatever. Some of them actually haven't even been released yet. This would be almost like when you go to a car show,
right,
and you see the prototypes of cars that they think about making.
Or like when that big convention comes to Orlando with all the latest theme park rides.
Oh, yeah. Or the golf show comes in town and does the whole thing with golf equipment as well. 80,000 people went to this event. And one of the things that came out of this event, it's a 4-day show, and one of the things it says, they came up with the term cadult, and here's why. What's happening with the birth rate in Japan?
Oh, it's dropping. I think theirs is probably the most drastic drop in the industrialized world.
It says toys are still a big business in Japan despite a declining national birth rate. The national toy makers racked up a revenue increase of 8% since 2023, which is a record high. But the crazy thing is there are fewer kids actually buying toys. It's adults that are doing it. They're buying, and they kind of coined this term, cadult. And the reason I say it is we have those in Orlando. Would you guys say that Disney adults are like cadults?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's exactly what they are, right?
Yeah.
Would you? But the thing is, it's weird for me. I don't apply that same thing to the people who go to Universal all the time. Like if you have a Universal pass and you go to Universal all the time, I don't consider you like a adult because the stuff there isn't all for kids. There's also adult related things as well. Unlike Disney, it's doing more of that, but it still isn't built for those people.
Yeah, but I think it still taps into that same desire to play.
And that's exactly what they say here. Is the fact is that for the past few years, we've been using the term kidult, which is a combination of kid and adult, of course. Simply put, it's adults with a child's heart collect toys that they can touch and play with. It says that like the sales of these toys for adults are like up 40%.
Where do video games get mentioned in this at all?
It doesn't say that. It says toys specifically, and I don't think video games are toys, are they?
Thank you.
No, you're right. They are.
They are not toys.
They're
not
toys. Training devices.
Yeah, they're that exactly, Jack.
Hand-eye coordination exercises.
Do you have a toy in your house?
Oh,
hey,
I mean, I know you do.
Well, I was going to ask if they require batteries.
Deb, do you have a toy in your side table?
None that I play with. They're all my sons, and sometimes I end up playing with them.
Right.
But I like the xylophone. I shred that little Fisher Price xylophone. I can do Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift.
All right, very nice.
Thank you.
I have some action figures, collector stuff, right? Like I have a.
But you don't play with that.
No,
That's like
Captain Kirk.
It's like an
He's in a
investment.
box on the wall.
Yeah. Oh, guess what Ice Cube sent me?
Oh, what did he send you?
So I almost did it. I should have done it on the air, to be honest with you, but Ice Cube sent me a box. I was so dying to see it. Ice Cube, we had him on this show last week. Was it a week before?
Week before.
Was it week before?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Had him on the show the week before. Super fun interview, awesome guy. And I gave him a box of cigars, which he deeply appreciated. He had his guy take down my information, and I was debating whether or not my wife would. I was like, he's not going to send me anything. He just took it down because, that's what she was saying. I'm like, I don't know, dude. He seemed pretty adamant that this guy get all my information. I would be surprised. He sent me something very unique.
A vinyl?
Well, we're talking about toys, right?
Oh.
One of his moles.
Oh, an action figure of him.
Bobblehead that they only gave out at the Dodgers games.
Oh, cool.
So it's super limited. He sent me 2 of them. So I think I'm going to take one of them and we're going to make it like an auction item or put it into something where so somebody can get it.
Because Sets, Pups, and Pints is coming up, dude. You
nice.
put that in the Jim Colbert Show basket.
We could do that for
ASAP.
sure.
Oh, nice.
They're already worth like $115 because you could only get them that night, I guess. So he sent me 2 of them. It says LA Dodgers and it's got him the whole 9 yards.
Oh, cool.
Oh, very cool.
Anyway, it says here the adults are playing with this thing called the Poketomo or Pocket Friend. I guess it's okay. We're not going to get away with this. I know I should have known better with this topic.
I'm turning off my own microphone. Here we go.
You had all last week, Jim, to do this.
Yeah.
Here in the States, I think we call it the rabbit.
Or the dolphin.
The butterfly.
Butterfly.
That's a different one.
Man, those new ones are ridiculously expensive, guys. I hear.
You hear. Like, why do they have to be...
I heard it from the register when I paid for it.
Why do they have to be solar powered?
They're not.
We don't need technology for these.
How about this one? This one doesn't even turn on until it touches something. Like you power this thing up, it just sits there and goes, I ain't doing nothing. Oh, there it is.
That sounds like a third party has to be involved and be like, now, Jones.
Yeah, how much shopping for this stuff do you guys do?
Well, we were in St. Pete and bored. So we dropped by this little shop and like, hey, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? That one's for me. All right, 77031. Yeah, it says here that the kidult thing is a big deal. That more adults there. You think that's a cultural thing? Like,
I think it's
Japanese people have always had this weird fascination with Western culture for sure, and I think vice versa. We've had it for them as well. I think more of the historical, like the Japan, than really the modern one. Maybe even with South Korea now we have that same thing. No.
Well, I think with the younger generation, it's definitely the modern.
Is it really?
Korea and Japan.
Korea for sure.
Yeah.
But
I think adulting has actually been creeping up on us for a while. If you remember, when adult coloring books started to become a thing and people doing puzzles.
I think it's grown with the generation.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Yeah. And it was, that COVID time, adults looking for ways to decompress after work that didn't involve doom scrolling on your phone.
Right, yeah.
But you didn't really feel like you're in the mood for a book. So then the adult coloring book craze.
Right.
And now, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but there's all these really cool arcades that are opening up all over Central Florida.
Oh, yeah.
featuring a lot of those old retro games.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can actually buy an Atari thing that plugs into your TV, and I'm serious. I think you can get it at Walmart for like $30, and it's preloaded with like 400 games from Atari, and they're awesome.
I think I saw one at Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, I don't even think they're that much anymore.
Oh, really?
They had the same one for Intellivision as well. Yeah.
There's part of me that gets a little tinfoil hat on this topic, though. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, hit me with it.
I don't know. It feels weird just saying it because I don't exactly believe in it. But if someone told me like 50 years later of like, why adults were a thing, right? It just feels like on purpose. It feels maybe not on purpose, but the side effect of pumping commercials to the youth
has had a glancing effect on adults.
Big time.
Like, in other words, you see a toy up there and you see it 50 times, you're like, well, here's the thing. I think here's one that kind of bridges the gap. Everybody likes playing with a Super Soaker or a Nerf gun, right?
Yeah.
Those are kids' toys. Can we both agree with that? Yeah. Those are all kids' toys. But, I mean, adults could easily pick up a Nerf gun and have a straight-up Nerf battle or a Super Soaker battle, and nobody would think anything about it.
True.
But what was your favorite toy when you were growing up? I mean, we are all in like the same world.
I mean, I was a big Stretch Armstrong kid. I was a big Micro Machine guy.
Stretch Armstrong is way before you, dude.
Well, I mean, he was timeless. He was rocking and rolling there in the mid 90s as well.
Wow, really?
And I just think like there's some sort of is it safe to say, I'm kind of assuming here, kind of talking out of my ass, but I'm assuming that toys being advertised has only gone up, and then I would think it's kind of gone a little bit down in the last 10 years. What I mean by that, commercials, advertising toys in the 80s versus the 90s versus 2000s, 2010s, it kind of feels like the peak of it was in the 90s.
I would say the peak of it, I'll tell you when I think it died. I will tell you, and that's a great observation. I think toy advertising as a rule died with Saturday morning cartoons. The idea that we would wake up on Saturday mornings, of course, Gen X people would wake up on Saturday mornings and watch all your favorite cartoon shows from 8 in the morning until 11 in the morning. And then they would absolutely inundate you with commercials for the latest toy coming out that Christmas morning, because that was like the only children's programming outside of PBS then.
Yeah, well, you guys missed Moana, which was on at noon on Disney Junior on Sunday. Because if you watch like any of the Disney Junior or Nickelodeon, that is all...
It's all toys?
It's all toys and candy. Toys and candy.
Yeah, if you're not watching kids programming and after your kids grow up, you don't.
Right, yeah.
For the most part, unless you're Deb.
Right. I would think they could also beat the hell out
your
of them.
biggest adult.
Online, yeah, you're no question. But online, I would guess, like all the apps that have the in-game plays and stuff like that, that would also beat you up with toy ads, would it not?
When you look at, you brought up Nickelodeon, nothing, and I mean nothing, had a stronger grip on my generation
absolutely
than Nickelodeon.
Which is something I'm sure you're going to introduce your child to. It'd be interesting to see what your experience is with toy advertising since you have such a youngster at home.
And call back to Sears, I won't, because it's gone.
Yeah, it's
and
gone.
Nickelodeon is still a thing, but the fact that it's not, there's thousands of channels, and we're kind of oversaturated with a lot of entertainment, where there's an infinite source of entertainment. So it's that golden era is like not the same.
Can I tell you, all the people I know that have kids that are under the age of 13 don't watch TV at all.
Yeah.
It's YouTube. That's all they care about. That's all they watch is YouTube.
I want to watch Moana with Miles someday.
And here's the thing.
Fine. Play with his feet.
And it's because, calling me crazy here, I think YouTube just is a better product than TV. I know that sounds insane, but the numbers are also backing up what I'm saying.
Way more flexible too, buddy. I mean,
what are you into? Are you into archery?
Yeah.
But from a Norwegian, and you like an accent?
Yeah.
I've got a channel for you.
Yeah.
And it can just fill the void that cable television with those budgets and those numbers just cannot match. We're fine as a species to drop quality if you're telling me the thing that finally I'm not alone. That's what the internet gave, and that replaced water cooler moments.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's 100% true.
And it also, in the end result, kind of made us a little bit more isolated.
Yeah.
So bringing that back to like, I kind of get my tinfoil hat on.
Mm-hmm.
I think that this is the end result of painfully good advertising to an entire generation through a TV.
And you can completely focus that now more than ever. I mean, back in the day, you just put it on there and hope that somebody was around the TV and saw it. But now you can actually dial in with data that they get from you, your mom, your dad, whatever the case may be, your watching habits on YouTube, and just literally force feed you the ads that you need to see. Because even if you've searched on YouTube a certain toy, a Pokemon, or whatever the case may be, and you go to watch your show, YouTube understands now that you're interested in those things, and it can actually custom make advertising specifically for what you're watching at that moment.
We need more input in the advertising that the algorithm feeds us. And what I mean is, like, I was shopping for something, right? I bought it, but I'm still seeing ads because I was looking for it. I need to say, no, I'm good with this one.
Right. Yeah,
Let's move on to the next.
Bought it. Give me a checkbox where I can say, got it. You got me. You won this one.
You can. If you go hide ad or report ad, it'll probably ask you, like, did you see it too much? What happened? Do you already have the product? Right. Then it learns. So you still have that option. But
the thing is now when it's, because I see that on my phone, Ross, where it'll say, does this ad bother you, whatever? But I'm so neurotic, I think, that's just getting me to click on it to say no, which is going to feed them the information that I'm interacting with their stupid ad, and it's going to double reverse F me. That's what I think.
Have you, I'll open up about this.
I don't think you're wrong.
I'll open up about this. And I know I'm not alone. I'm just going to... I might be alone here on this show.
Like, if a pop-up ad hits me, I just throw it in the river. I just go buy a new one because I don't even know what's going to happen if I click on that.
Do you ever get hit, and just yes or no, do you ever get hit with a targeted ad that you're like, God, I am not doing well if this is in my feed? Like, say that you put on a couple of pounds, and all of a sudden a targeted ad is like, hey, want to lose weight? And you're like, that's not good. When the algorithm is being like, all right, Tubbs, you ready? Like, we found you. We know what this ad is supposed to find is to find people who want to lose weight or they aren't uncomfortable with their body.
Sometimes I get caught up in the videos where it's somebody tries to rob a store and the store owners kind of fight back,
Yeah.
And initially what you'll get is self-defense class or gun ownership classes and stuff. When you see that, it'll pop up.
Where do you start researching things for your son, like maybe an ailment, and suddenly you're getting ads aimed at you for eating more fiber or suppositories?
Right. Do you have child syphilis?
Let me just be blunt and say I was wildly offended recently by a YouTube ad.
Okay, you're laugh talking.
Yeah, because it happened.
Was it for cremation?
Multiple times, dude. It was like this antidepressant, and every ad started off with masturbating too much, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah, that came right out of your history folder.
Yeah, and I was like,
and one of the boxes you can check is, how do you know this?
I don't take too much. I've been known to do that every now and then.
Kind of a decent amount.
Everybody does it. It's a good stress reliever.
Yeah, I just couldn't believe that multiple YouTube ads were just asking me if I do that too much. And at some point, you start to be like, I am offended. I'm offended that this digital entity thinks that I'm some sad guy in the corner just going to town.
But those ads will tell you the truth about your viewing history for sure. Because I'm going to tell you what, you'll think, I don't spend that much time watching that. I don't spend that much time watching that. And then when you go, it's like golf poker, golf poker, golf poker, golf poker, golf poker. Like literally one after the other, just golf and poker.
Yeah, some of those targeted ads just will be offensive. Here's a targeted ad that makes me go like, what is going on? Because, my dog kind of licks her paws. Get a targeted ad saying, like, does your dog lick their paws? That's a sign of bad gut health. Like, and it just goes on about their product. I'm like,
your dog needs a laser hat.
What did I search?
Yeah, right. But it doesn't even have to be that. I believe that you could just like linger, like, when you go, when I pull a show, there's a number of the websites you go to and you're scrolling, right? And there are a bunch of stories. If you stop on the scroll page where that story is or where an ad is, I think they automatically assume that you're not even reading what the content is, that you're looking at the ads right or left of the story because they're everywhere now. They don't just pop up; they're everywhere. I'm looking at the page right now. This is a page from UPI, which is United Press, and on this page, between the story, there's a fitness ad for EverFit and a Dell Web ad for like a retirement area. in this end, and then one below it for steel landscaping. So I made the horrible mistake of looking up landscaping edging, and my God Almighty, it's almost like I have to buy it to get them off my ass.
Oh my God, this is such a terrifying game. But Jack, pull out your phone and then find your first targeted ad.
How do you do that?
You just keep going. Just
you mean
scroll
on what?
on any social media thing,
Okay.
and then you'll be able to see when it says sponsored. The first ad that I got was about Bill Belichick from The Athletic.
Oh my God.
They were that's a sponsored ad. They think that. So hell yeah, I passed that test. It's not. Do you masturbate a lot?
Yeah. What is Zepbound? What does that do?
I don't know.
That's a drug, isn't it? Zepbound?
Yeah. So that's your first targeted ad as a drug?
Oh, it says it helps with obesity.
Look at that.
Hold up, dude. I don't have obesity.
Oh, yeah, look at that. You see what I'm talking about?
What is yours, Dem?
I haven't gotten any yet.
Have you thought?
Mine is the second ad, promoting AI, Chat GPT for editing.
My second sponsored ad is for DJ Ready Tracks for royalty-free music.
Really?
Because they know I edit.
So which site are you guys?
I like this
I'm on
one.
Instagram. It just pops it right up.
Oh, I got one for Deb, you'll like this. It's Halloween bats that flap their wings and you put them up the side of your wall.
Oh, that looks cool as
Save
hell,
that
man.
one for me.
Yeah, see, that's how it works. No.
Yeah.
You're about to get that ad. Yeah.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Load them up, guys. It's time for trivia. Let's find out what we give away next.
Do you want to play a game? Good. Jim Colbert Show Trivia is next. Call now 407-916-1041.
This is Katina Mobley. This is what's trending from iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Fair Winds Credit Union.
Florida State jumped a whopping 28 spots in this week's college football coaches poll. They check in at number 19 after upsetting Alabama this past weekend. Florida, they gained 2 spots to number 15 after the rout of Long Island. Gators are prepping to host South Florida that Saturday. And tennis star Venus Williams wants sister Serena to show up for her U.S. Open doubles quarterfinal match, saying she's already coaching from afar. I'm Scott Davidson.
Fair Winds Credit Union. Whether you need personal or business accounts to help you reach your goals, they've got you covered. Visit fairwinds.org to join their community of financial freedom seekers today. Financial freedom happens here. Federally insured by NCUA.
Hey, Space Coast, if you live anywhere from Titusville to Palm Bay, you know how intense our Florida sun and storms can be. At Renewal by Andersen, their Acclaim impact windows are built for Florida's coastal climate and designed to help you save money on energy bills by maintaining indoor temperatures year-round. And with their Smart Sun Glass option, you'll reduce heat loss and boost energy savings without sacrificing your view. Here's just part of what one customer had to say. From sales to install, Andersen has it all. Robert and his 3-man crew arrived at 9, installed 9 windows, and were done by 6 p.m. My wife and I were extremely satisfied with the Renewal by Andersen employees. Additionally, we noticed a distinct improvement in our AC coverage within 8 hours. Right now, during their Big BOGO event, buy 1 replacement window or patio door, get the second 40% off, plus 0 down, 0 payments, and 0% interest for 12 months. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com, official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, license number CGC 1527613.
Joining us on this episode are real Spectrum customers, Monique and Greg. We hear your family is a big fan of Spectrum.
Family of 4, we have about 18 devices last time I counted.
2 teams require a lot of speed. Everything they do is online.
There's gaming, there's streaming. Spectrum is perfect for us. I mean, it just seamlessly connects all our devices with lightning speed.
Sounds like Spectrum is really committed to keeping you connected.
It's amazing.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here for my friends over at Eustace Roofing. Man, when you want integrity, when you want a company that's doing it right for a long time, don't bother with anybody else. Go straight to Eustace Roofing since 1959. That's right, guys, 65 years right here in Central Florida, taking care of you and your family, keeping you safe during those terrible storm seasons like it's coming up right now. In 2021, these guys were the National Roofing Company of the Year, 4.9 Google rating with over 1,000 reviews. They are awesome. No interest financing available. They serve all of Central Florida, and they are metal roofing experts. They manufacture it right on site, so it fits your home perfectly, and they may be able to satisfy your insurance carrier by simply cleaning or rejuvenating your roof, adding years to it. Just visit EustaceRoofing.com to schedule your free estimate today. The real roofers, real craftsmen, real professionals, real experts. It's Eustace Roofing.
The jewelry store with the most likes, the most positive reviews, the most raving fans is International Diamond Center.
IDC is definitely a place that I will come to as long as I live here. This will be my go-to place always.
Literally the best jewelry store in town. You'll make friends for life coming in here. I felt like family from the beginning, and it made a rather daunting task very, very easy.
They really take the time to find out what you want or what you desire in a ring.
You have to come here. There's no other option. The customer service, the time spent to do what I wanted and what her vision was, there's no other place to go.
You know you can go there, and you know that you can trust.
The value was extraordinary.
They genuinely care about their customers. It's not just about the sale. It's about the people.
International Diamond Center, the people's choice for selection, quality, value, and service.
I've got a beautiful diamond on my finger, and I'm very proud of it.
International Diamond Center.
I'm very happy to show it off.
Altamont Springs, Waterford Lakes, and Mall at Millennia, and online at shopidc.com.
What's up, people? It's Russ Rollins from the Monsters. Teddy Morris's Daytona Harley-Davidson has your $89 oil change to get you all geared up and ready for Triketoberfest and Biketoberfest. October is packed with vendors and concerts. It's got custom bikes and miles of beautiful scenery. That's out in Daytona. The best part, the Monsters in the Morning, broadcasting live. That's right, all the action live Thursday, October the 16th with a live broadcast. No matter what you ride, we want to welcome you to Triketoberfest and Biketoberfest at Teddy Morris's Daytona Harley-Davidson. Let's ride.
Big down payments. Thousands down. We interviewed the victims.
Tell us what happened, ma'am.
Well, I says to myself, self, go to RC Hill Mitsubishi, into land. Every vehicle's just one dime down.
And then?
I ended up at some other dealer.
Why?
They had a trade payoff event.
Let me guess. You had to put $4,000 down.
Yeah, $4,000.
Next time, go to RC Hill Mitsubishi. Right, RC?
That's right. It's a crime to pay more than a dime. One dime down.
But I still owe thousands on my trade.
It's okay. We accept any trade, even if you still owe thousands.
With only one dime down.
Get a new Outlander SUV. It's under 30 grand, has all the toys, and you don't have to worry about your engine for life.
Plus 0% financing for 60 months.
It's a crime to pay more than a dime.
Now at RC Hill Mitsubishi.
Into land.
Just 2 miles off I-4.
RCHill.com.
Dime down, $535 a month, 72 months at 6% APR, plus tax tag title to qualified buyers.
Car crash? Call Klausman. KlausmanLaw.com. That's KLAUSMAN.
Sure, you could use it to work out.
Are you ready to work together to create a healthier life?
Or you could just say, Alexa, play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
Hey guys, again, if you like our good friend C-Lane, join him at Hammer & Nails. 35 of his closest friends can get a free haircut and mani-pedi at Hammer & Nails, plus a complimentary adult drink. And by close friends means you just know his email address, C-Lane, that's C-L-A-N-E, at realradio.fm. This Thursday, September 4th, he'll be there from 7 until 9, right there in Winter Garden at the Hammer & Nails. Get your information at realradio.fm/events. Welcome back. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
Hi there.
Ross. Ah, yeah. Jack, what's in the old Jackie sack?
Wouldn't you like to know?
No, I wouldn't.
All aboard.
Not when you say it like that.
Chugga chugga.
A chew, a chew.
A clickety clack, clickety clack.
We have a pair of tickets to Jason Bonham's Led Zeppelin evening at the Dr. Phillips Center.
Cannot wait.
That happens November 24th. I know you're excited about that.
I am so excited.
That should be very cool. If you want to get yours, you go to drphillipscenter.org.
That's my wife and I's road trip music is Zeppelin.
Oh, very good.
Put it on and let it roll. All albums, don't care.
All right, here we go. Not one, but two prizes in the Jackie sack because the winner gets to choose.
And it's a sack called Jackie Sack.
A pair of tickets to a tribute to ABBA at the Hard Rock Live Orlando. This happens October 2nd. You can come dance, sing, and have the time of your life with the concert, a tribute to ABBA, playing all the iconic hits you know and love at the Hard Rock Live Orlando. That happens October 2nd. Tickets at Hard Rock Live box office and Ticketmaster. That is a live band banging out the hits to ABBA. And what's this? There's something else? I have another prize in the Jag Exact, and that is a magical dining dinner for two at Jack's Place, Orlando.
Nice, man. Nice.
That's in the Rosa Plaza, I believe, right?
Yeah, man.
Absolutely. Cheers to 20 delicious years, 3 courses, 2 exceptional prices. Savor the flavors during the milestone 20th year of Magical Dining. Hurry, it all ends on September 30th. So secure your open table reservation at over 160 restaurants for a fantastic cause.
We are crushing it this year. Going again tomorrow night. Probably going to go at least twice this weekend. You got to take advantage of it when it's in town because you can try some really cool stuff. Jack's is delicious, by the way. Last time, I had one of the best pieces of fish I've ever eaten in that restaurant.
Really?
Yeah, very good.
Excellent. And it's September 2nd. It's the month of September,
Yeah.
so it goes to September 30th.
Love it.
So you get this. You want to use it before then.
Very nice.
And that's what's in the Jackie Sack.
So back to you, Clickety Clack.
Yes, ma'am. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5.
It's Tuesday, so let's go with 2.
2 is James. James, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Doing great, buddy. Want to play a little game with us?
I sure do.
Let's do it.
Game show.
All right, James, this is a real easy game, boss. Got a question here for you. 4 answers. One of these answers, however, James, it is a lie.
What?
Trying to fool you, buddy, but if you can find it, I will send you over to Jack and his sack. 3 prizes to choose from. I'm sure you can find something nice.
I'm sorry, James.
Are you ready, sir?
I'm ready.
Here we go, buddy. On this day in 1971, stand-up comedian, actor, became a household name after his performance in Friday After Next.
Chris Tucker.
Started the Diddy downfall. He's the littlest pimp.
Cat Williams.
Cat Williams
Cat
was
Williams.
born on this day. That's right, comedian
Oh, I
Cat
love him.
Williams. Here are 3 fun facts about Cat and 1 lie that needs a boost. I'm going to be honest with you. A little small guy, 5'4". All right, buddy, we're talking about Cat Williams. Which one of these is untrue? Number 1, Cat has 10 children, 3 biological and 7 adopted. Number 2, Cat's real name is Micah Sierra Williams. Number 3, Cat is a cousin of rapper Ludacris. Or lastly, Cat didn't learn to drive until he was 26 years old.
Damn.
Which of those is a lie?
Let's go with the third one, cousin of Ludacris.
No, that's absolutely true, dude.
Really?
He is Ludacris's cousin.
Man, I want to go to that family reunion.
I like James had an
Yeah, he
audible
did.
reaction to every show.
That was like listening to Jimmy at a pedicure.
He was unsure. Like a bird watcher. 1, 3, 4, or 5.
Let's go 5.
5 is Luke. Luke, how you doing?
Good. How are y'all?
Good, buddy. We're talking about Cat Williams. Which one of these isn't true? Number 1, Cat has 10 kids, 3 biological, 7 adopted. Number 2, Cat's real name is Micah Sierra Williams. Or lastly, Cat did not learn how to drive until he was 26 years old.
Going to 26 years
That's the one, buddy. Yay! There you go. Put you on hold. Jack will take good care of you with his sack.
Hey, all right.
Cat has 10 kids. And I will have to tell you,
Like a cat.
isn't it kind of admirable that this guy adopted 7 children?
Sure.
Isn't that admirable?
Oh, super admirable.
3 biological kids, but he adopted 7 children. I
Yeah.
have to tell you, I find something very admirable about that.
It all depends on your motivation.
Yeah, but what's the motivation?
Well, if
Paying
you're
for
trying to field the football team, then
I don't care. I mean, look, you figure Cat can provide a pretty good life for 7 kids who maybe weren't going to have a good shot at it.
That's fantastic.
You know, I think that's a pretty cool thing. His real name is Micah Sierra Williams, which sounds like an army call. Like when you're giving somebody directions. Micah Sierra Williams.
Over.
And no, of course, he did not learn. I mean, he was able to drive before 26. Here's a few other things about Cat Williams before we get to the top of the hour. Ross has some thoughts coming up. How many times has Cat Williams been arrested and gone to jail? Now, those are 2 different numbers, by the way, which is weird, but it's true.
12.
11 and 7.
11 and 7.
12 and 8.
12 and 8.
16 and 11.
17 and 30.
Whoa.
He's been to jail 30 times, arrested 17 times.
Nailed it.
I would have thought that number would have been high.
And when you read it, when you go to Wikipedia, it's the biggest part of his Wikipedia is his arrest record. Although it's like, he did this, oh, and he did this.
And it also seems like it's basically done for, right? Like it was those 30 times where, at least my memory tells me that felt like it happened in 2 years.
Yeah, it did. I mean, when you look at it, his stretch from like 2016 to 2019 was prodigious.
Yeah.
I mean, my man was wilding the F out. He went crazy. Dude got arrested like 3 times in 1 month.
Dude, I remember there was footage that went viral of him beating up a child because he was part of a pickup football game.
Yeah.
Now, before you go, oh my God, why would he hit a child? The child was a teenager, way bigger than Cat Williams.
Way bigger,
yeah. I'd have beat his ass too.
You got to feel bad for Cat Williams when you see the footage. You're like, why are you fighting someone way bigger than you?
And I got to tell you, when you read the record, he's got a lot of little man arrests.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of small guy arrests.
A lot of Napoleon
A lot of guys came at him, and then he went right back at him and caused that kind of kerfuffles and got himself locked up a little bit.
And now he's part of this awesome renaissance for his career.
Oh, man.
Of just being the one guy who's going to call it how it is kind of thing.
I got to tell you,
awesome.
And I got to tell you something else, dude. If you ever see an interview or see that somebody's going to interview Cat Williams, truthfully, he's one of the people on earth you would never be able to predict what that guy's going to say. Not in a million years.
No.
He speaks French and Creole because he lived in Haiti for a couple years or something. And then lastly here, he emancipated himself from his parents at what age?
17.
14.
15.
13 years old.
Whoa.
Then moved to Florida, became homeless, wound up back in Ohio doing stand-up, and then, of course, the rest is history.
He also claims to be clairvoyant.
Oh, does he really?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good golfer, too. Thoughts?
Yes, I had something happen on the last time I was on a plane. I'm not bringing up the time that I left my mom. I'm not bringing up the fact that I went to the wrong damn weekend for my gigs.
You're having a Cat Williams kind of month.
I'm having a month. But it's something that the pilot told me the last time that I got off from Michigan from vacation. I remember asking the pilot something, and his response, which we've all heard, is now scary.
I cannot wait.
Yeah, a pilot said something scary to me, and I don't like it.
We'll find out next.
The NFL season kicks off for the Tampa Bay Bucks when they go to Atlanta to face the Falcons this Sunday. Coverage starts at 12 noon on Real Radio 104.1 and the free iHeartRadio app. Presented by First Horizon Bank and Renewal by Anderson, official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Keep an eye out for a car stopped on the shoulder on I-4 eastbound approaching Lee Road. Emergency cruiser on the roadways there. There's an off-ramp backup on I-4 piling up through the city to State Road 408. Keep left to avoid those delays. Stop and go traffic on I-4 westbound approaching that World Drive area. The roadways are getting busy tonight. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Rasmussen University.
My name is Arnold Bogarty, and prior to me enrolling in Rasmussen to become a nurse, I spent 16 years in the military. I went to visit the campus. The facilities were amazing.
Rasmussen University. Are you ready to be your own hero? Learn more at rasmussen.edu.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here. My friends over at the Nickley Group. Everybody knows real estate market trends are an extremely local thing. That's important to understand. Market conditions and trends will vary greatly from one area to another, and that's why it's super important not to pay attention to national headlines sometimes. You know, you watch the national news like, oh yeah, the housing market's this, the housing market's that. They're not in Orlando, Florida. Homes here in Orlando still selling for record prices if you have the right team to get you there. And of course, that is the Nickley Group. These guys are awesome. On average, you get about 6% more for their listings than their competitors. And even better, they get rid of those homes twice as fast. So your house is just not lingering on the market for months at a time, and you're getting more money. And if you're a buyer, again, you have an entire army of people out there for the Nickley Group looking for those perfect houses to check every single box that you want, and they won't stop until they find the house that you are dreaming of. 4,000 five-star reviews, 4,500 plus homes sold. These guys know what they're doing. And when you factor in their VIP program, it gets kind of crazy. Free appraisals, free home warranties, free moving trucks and supplies, and an early access program that gets you into off-market properties before they get listed. And if you don't want any of that, how about a guaranteed cash offer for your house? That's right. No showings, no open houses. That deal can close in just 14 days. Just hop online today and find out more. It's the NickleyGroup.com. That's NICKLEY Group.com.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party. How'd you get your money so quick?
Hard Rock Bet's got lightning fast withdrawals.
almost as fast as Dale Jr. valeting cars at this party.
Man, he's fast. Hard Rock Bet's fast withdrawals have given me new motivation. Tips are appreciated.
Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook. Roll with us. New players bet $5, get $150 in bonus bets if you win. Payable in bonus bets, not a cash offer. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 and up and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
If you're shopping for hurricane impact windows, make sure to get a free quote from my friends at Reese Windows and Doors. Hey, it's C-Lane, and at Reese they've been installing affordable, high-quality impact windows for over 50 years. Most impact windows are installed in less than 8 weeks, and right now when you buy 2 windows, you get 1 free, plus installation is included. For a free quote, visit reesewindows.com. That's REECE windows.com.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Why should you hire America's largest injury law firm for your case? There's lots of reasons. Just like there's a reason millions of people called us last year in their time of need. When it comes to fighting for justice and compensation, millions of people across the country trust us to go to battle for them. We became the largest injury law firm in the world for a reason. There's only one Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com. Injured? Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Good news, commercial and SBA loan rates are falling too. Get a quote to refinance your business loan today at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
With that mortgage guy, Don.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Premier Men's Medical Center restores your sex life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate erectile dysfunction and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Premier Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Premier Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 407-337-5569. 407-337-5569. To restore your sex life in just one visit, call now. 407-337-5569.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation, and a regular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduced stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. Stroke risk may increase. Eliquis can cause serious and potentially fatal bleeding. Don't take if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or bleed longer. A spinal injection increases blood clot risk, which may cause paralysis. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding or bruising, or back pain, tingling, numbness, muscle weakness, or incontinence. Aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
Eustace Roofing. New roof, no mess.
Look to Orange Buick GMC for your next truck at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Coming to you live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Need help after an accident? Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1, Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free new and improved iHeart radio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
First off, hi guys. Huge fan of the show. Love what you do there so much, y'all. But no, for real though. But this goes out to Ross. I mean, Ross, you're kind of right, but you got to think about it like this. There is a professional pillow fighting championship league. They've been got us, my boy. Like, yeah, it's over with. You know,
it's over with.
Cadolts is a thing.
My man says it's over with. It's done. It's a wrap.
I just wonder if this will continue to happen, because I don't see a young generation being obsessed with toys the way I think millennials have grown to be kind of obsessed with toys.
I think more the digital. I think, the video game thing is actually probably the new toy. I don't know that anybody's like breaking out to play with a fake gun while they're playing like Ragnarok. Another incredible reference. I'm getting there, guys.
Well, there's
not. Stick with me for a second, okay? I know that. I know the rest of it.
Let him have it, buddy.
It's so and so and so and so Ragnarok. I just forgot the first part. 407.
There's no guns in Ragnarok.
What?
Well, it's Ragnarok.
God of War Ragnarok?
Yes.
Yeah.
They don't have guns?
They have no guns.
What do they fight with?
Isn't that like the Viking era?
Fists and hammers.
So
I got
that
the
they
wrong
meet in
game then.
Valhalla.
All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Yeah.
Jack is here as well.
Yeah.
Let's get some thoughts.
It's weird.
Oh, yeah, brought to you by...
It's funny. Sometimes.
Do it.
It's Ross.
Injured on the go.
Spelled like sauce.
Just call Mo.
It's Ross Thoughts.
He's the title sponsor of Good Sauce, and he's also the reason why I am able to be here on Tuesdays. Always giving you different takes.
Loving it.
The little things that make you go like, yeah, I've heard that before, but I've never really thought about it like that. And here's one coming in real hot. Have you ever really appreciated the fact that every human in human history has had hair in their mouth? Stop right there. From Stalin to Mussolini, Jim, they've had that little dumb little face as they try to look for a very tiny hair in their mouth. And I think that's just a very fun visual. Knowing that even dictators look stupid every now and then trying to get their dog's hair or their wife's. You got to get.
You just drop kicked the nerve, and here's why. A week and a half ago, we're in a restaurant having dinner, and there's something in like.
Oh, no.
And it's not like from, and it's not from anybody at the restaurant. I just got, there's like a hair. I think I'd cut my hair that day, and I got something in my, and here I am in the middle of the restaurant, digging in my mouth, trying to find this thing, completely unaware. There's 50 people around me. My wife just sitting there looking at me with her arms crossed. What are you doing, dude? We're in the middle of a restaurant. But when you get it in your mouth, you can't do anything about it.
Isn't it funny?
It's gotta go.
Isn't that hilarious knowing that Pol Pot did that?
Like Genghis Khan.
Right,
yeah, Genghis Khan in the middle of war had to have. Get that.
Even Gandhi.
Even Gandhi.
Yeah, hold the world peace.
He did.
Jesus?
Jesus had hair in his mouth.
You know it.
Come
Especially
on.
his hair was long.
Oh, yeah. He had a damn man bun if they had scrunchies. They didn't have any scrunchies back then.
And on the fourth day.
How about this? Here's another little bonsai, little Ross thought. This is a little fun game. I like walking into any establishment, any room, any comedy club, finding the oldest person in that room and realizing that they have farted the most out of everybody else in this room. I enjoy knowing that the oldest person in the room has done, they just have brushed their teeth the most, hopefully.
Okay,
have
Deb, stop staring. Jesus.
Farting's a given. The teeth brushing, not so much.
Yeah. But here's another one. This is what got us here. I took a plane. I looked at a pilot. Now, I have a rule. You guys have seen me out in public. I interact with Gen Pop probably more than I should.
Yes.
If you are a random stranger, I feel as confident, if not more confident, dealing with somebody that I don't know than someone that I do know.
It's like crowd work out in the field.
It is. It's very much so a little bit.
And with somebody you don't know, there's no expectation.
And I can also read a social situation. I don't mind wasting 3 to 4 seconds of your day with a conversation a statement or a question to a rando, and then if they don't like it, I can pick up on that, and I don't feel bad wasting 4 seconds of your day. I gave you an offer. If you don't want to have this conversation, that's fine.
Yeah.
I like talking to all the airplane people.
I do too. I get that 100%.
I think talking to them, that's sometimes they don't even get looked at as humans. So I look at it as an opportunity of talking.
Just to make their day a little brighter because their job is tough.
Exactly. Recognizing, thank you for getting us here safe.
Oh, I always thank them on the way out. Yeah,
and I have a fear of getting that corporate tone from one of the flight attendants. I think you know exactly which one I'm talking about. Right. And they're having that voice, but they're admonishing you. Please, sir, put on your seatbelt.
Right.
Oh, that's so embarrassing. I feel like where's my spinner hat? I feel like a little boy, Home Alone 3 over here.
Sir, did you return the headphones?
Yeah. Sir, did you return the headphones? Oh, God. Yeah.
Please put your trays up.
I was walking by, I see the pilot, I see Big Dog, and I go, how hard or easy is this job? And it's quick. I'm one of the last people on the plane. And he goes, man, these things fly themselves these days. And I heard that from a damn pilot.
He said that out loud?
He said that.
Why would he say that to you out of nowhere?
It was quick.
Well, he asked him.
I asked.
It wasn't out of nowhere.
I asked him.
He said.
But I was blown away that a pilot was like, man, these things are flying themselves these days.
Oh, my God.
Like, that was his, thing. And I just wanted to be like, you got to keep that between you and me.
But think about it. Why wouldn't it? With all the other, we have drones
100%.
Without pilots.
And here's the thing.
Cars driving around.
I'm pretty sure we've all heard that about airplanes. But it's from the source.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to be from the pilot.
Right.
I need a human in that cockpit, Big Dog. I need somebody with some type of consequence up there. Now I'm walking by pilots and I'm like, how are you?
Right.
Are you happy?
Yeah, how you feeling? How's your blood pressure?
How's marriage? Are the kids doing good?
Take your meds?
Did the son make the team? Because there's when they have bad days, it's really bad days for everybody else.
Is a pilot one of those professions that they, while they're on the clock, they can't joke? Is that one of those professions you should kind of take that out of their repertoire when it comes to communicating with? Hey, dude, you know what? When you got those wings on, save us the funny.
It's fun. That's such a good question. They're one out of a billion jobs that I would say 98% of the time you cannot joke.
You cannot do that.
2% you can joke is when we land.
Yeah.
When you land, hit me with the tight 5.
Yeah, right. Got us home just in time to change tires. Yeah, anything like that. Almost ran out of fuel, but we got here.
And some pilots get real entertaining over that intercom. My brother once recorded a pilot. And this has millions and millions of views on YouTube. This was 15, 20 years ago that my brother put this up on the internet. It was 2009, 2010. And it was a pilot ripping a harmonica after they landed.
Oh, man.
That's...
Welcome to Phoenix, Arizona. And then he just ripped a harp.
Yeah.
Where else is he going to get an audience of 168 people?
Exactly.
That can't go anywhere.
Exactly. You're going to enjoy this, I promise.
And it flies itself. That's one of the last things we need as a species is planes flying themselves, because I don't want a sad robot driving this thing.
Right.
I don't want them upset because a wire got encrypted wrong or something.
And I heard that, when it comes to pilots, it's basically them taking off and landing, and that's pretty much it. Everything else is autopilot. Right. Once they get up to cruising, it's autopilot.
See, I'm comfortable hearing you saying that.
Yeah.
I'm not comfortable hearing the guy who's about to drive the ship go dude, I don't do much.
Yeah. Old Dirty Fingers Colbert says it, no problems.
No problems.
Yeah.
No problems.
Old Manhand says it, no problem.
It wasn't even breaking news when he told me that, but I was still just blown away.
No, let the flight attendant say that. Not you.
Not you.
Not you, dude.
The flight attendant saying man, these things fly themselves. I go, 2025, right?
Surgeons can't joke.
No joke. Security guards also. Security guards are, I don't like getting jokey jokes with security guards either.
Yeah.
I know it's not a gun, but that's a baton.
That's pepper spray.
That's pepper spray. I need no robots in the cockpit in the near future. And we have Waymo, we have cars driving themselves.
Yeah.
I've been in one of those, pulled on the same heartstrings of so what happens if this guy's you know what? My robot wife left me.
Yeah.
There's taking them out.
There was nobody in the Waymo? It was just like the Waymo.
Just us.
Yeah,
because-
Waymo is no driver.
But I thought at first,
No.
I thought that still is not. I thought it was still in beta, and then it had to have a rider, like a
This happened. I was in Arizona, and this happened years ago.
Oh, geez Louise.
Remember the guy who got trapped in his
Yeah,
Waymo as it went around and around in the parking lot
Yeah.
as he's trying to get out to get to his flight?
I thought I remembered that this had to have almost like a human chaperone or some point. Man,
No,
that
he
wouldn't make
called
any
the
sense.
company.
though, would
They're
it?
like, lean forward and hit the button.
I mean, what would you pay a guy to ride in the damn thing?
Sometimes I just love seeing Jim's wheels.
Yeah, because
just get
that doesn't
to
make
the
any
same
sense.
conclusion.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't make any sense. Oh, wait, that's a driver. Like, I just don't want that option of, like, if you have robot or AI or anything flying a plane, I genuinely think that there's an 8% chance of that's how the revolution begins. Like, that's how we need to hit up Will Smith and be like, you need to stop slapping Chris Rock.
Right, yeah.
You need to start I am legending right now, or iRoboting. It threw me off. I know I'm getting older because I'm looking at technology and I'm like, that's a lot of toothpaste out.
Would you fly in a plane? Let's say American Airlines came out with a new set of planes, and there's and there's maybe 3 or 4 in each city of the major cities, but they were not piloted. They were all run by AI, but the fare was half price. So in other words, you could fly to England, not for the $900, but maybe for the $350. Would you take the plane if it wasn't piloted by a person, but your rate was half the price?
That is so tough.
Is my life insurance up to date? I'm on it.
You'd give it a shot?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I would, because I want some shade of humanity.
I need somebody to blame. I need somebody for my family to be mad at.
I can't get pissed
The
off
programmer.
at 01001
Exactly.
How do you sue that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just want to hearing a pilot go like, yeah, man, these things fly themselves these days.
Yeah. I don't want Captain Binary up there.
Shook me up, dude. And it should shake you up a little bit. Those are your Ross thoughts. Thank you once again to Mo DeWitt. Injured on the go. Just call Mo. I'm out. Peace.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Our buddy Scott Brown with Edgewater Family Wealth, and It's Only Money is next here on the Jim Colbert Show.
Real radio is the news junkie.
Lance Bass, by the way, the spokesperson for gays.
If he's the spokesperson for gays, who's the spokesperson for lesbians?
It was Ellen Page, but man,
You
maybe
lost
I
her in a
can
trade.
Be up for that.
The news junkie. Weekdays at 11 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
There's a crash getting cleared up on I-4 eastbound approaching Lee Road. That's off to the shoulder. The left turn lane's blocked on Semorin Boulevard southbound at Hibiscus Road. There's off-ramp backup piling up on Florida's Turnpike southbound before that Osceola Parkway exit. Keep left to avoid those delays. Stop and go traffic on I-4 westbound through that World Drive area. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know you could save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here for my friends over at Life Imaging FLA. Like I said before, as the holidays approach, and they will be here way before you know it, you want to make sure that you can have as many of those as possible. Thanksgiving mornings, you want to do those for sure. Christmas, New Year's, all those wonderful family members around hanging out. Make sure you can do that as long as possible, because here's what you got to do. When you get this scan from Life Imaging FLA, they can tell you your heart health. That way, if you find something that isn't exactly what it's supposed to be, you now have the information to go to your primary care doctor and build a plan to make sure you're there for all those wonderful times. That's what Life Imaging does better than anybody. And remember, there are no dyes. You do not take off your clothes, no injections, none of that. This entire process that could save your life only takes a few minutes. So do not wait. Do what I did. Call Life Imaging FLA right now. Get that free heart scan. Just a few minimum requirements. It is a $699 value. While you're there, please ask about their cancer screening as well, because there's no question early detection does save lives. Here's how you make your appointment. Couldn't be easier. Just pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, and then say the keyword free heart scan. That's it. Pound 250. Say that keyword free heart scan. They'll connect you in seconds, make that appointment, and take control of your long-term health care. You have the option to receive a one-time auto dial text message from iHeartMedia.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One, is back in Vegas.
T-Mobile Arena.
Streaming live only on Hulu. A weekend full of superstar performances. And keep listening for the next chance to win your way there.
Lenovo and the iHeartRadio Music Festival. Tech that hits different. Can your gear keep up with the beat? Lenovo PCs are built for creators, dreamers, and fans who don't hit pause. Visit Lenovo.com for the latest in AI PCs and game-changing tech.
If you've been thinking about upgrading your windows or patio doors, now is the perfect time with Renewal by Andersen. At Renewal by Andersen, their Acclaim impact replacement windows are built for Florida homes and designed for energy efficiency by maintaining indoor temperatures year-round and reducing heating and cooling costs. And with their Smart Sun Glass option, you'll minimize heat loss and maximize energy savings. Renewal by Andersen windows are beautiful, durable, and energy efficient. What more could you ask for? Here's what Kathy had to say about using Renewal by Andersen. Our windows look awesome. They did a great job on the installation. Highly recommend Renewal by Andersen. Right now, during their Big BOGO event, buy one replacement window or patio door, get the second 40% off, plus 0 down, 0 payments, and 0% interest for 12 months. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to see all of the beautiful products they offer and check out their hassle-free process in 4 easy steps. Official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, license number CGC 1527613.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by Tools Ace Hardware.
Look, your body's unique, so why settle for a one-size-fits-all wellness plan? That's where Viome comes in. Viome uses advanced science to analyze your gut biome with a simple at-home test, so you know exactly what foods and supplements are right for you, all based on real data from your own body. And you know what? That's science you can trust. Go to Viome.com now and use promo code THRIVE to save $50 on your full body intelligence test. That's Viome.com, promo code THRIVE to save $50.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Are you 62 or older and wondering if a reverse mortgage can help you access the equity in your home? It's so easy to get a free reverse mortgage quote with that mortgage guy, Don. Just fill out the online questionnaire at thatmortgageguyDon.com, or you can make an office appointment to meet in person at 1401 Town Plaza Court, Winter Springs, Florida. Happy Home Mortgage. NMLS ID 2418348.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Is it a cold, allergies, or could it be a sinus issue? Aspire Allergy and Sinus can help you find out. A recent study has shown that 45% of patients who suffer from allergies also suffer from chronic sinus issues that are often left untreated. So ditch those nasal sprays and over-the-counter meds for good and find a solution that actually works at Aspire Allergy and Sinus. Go to AspireAllergy.com to schedule your appointment. That's AspireAllergy.com.
Just because an injury doesn't show up on an x-ray doesn't mean it isn't real. We know doctors that specialize in whiplash, sprains, strains, and tears. They can help us prove your pain is real and fight for your future medical needs.
Farrah and Farrah.
Orlando.
Hello, I'm Kate Levy. When I was just 10 years old, I lost my father, Joe, in the 9/11 attacks at the World Trade Center. He was a lieutenant in the New York City Fire Department. For 9/11 this year, now a National Day of Service, I'll be doing what my dad loved to do, helping others in need. Please join me by doing your own good deed that day. Visit 911day.org to learn more.
Hurricane season is here, Orlando. When storms threaten, stay connected with the station you trust. Before, during, and after the storm, Real Radio 104.1 is your lifeline. Get real-time updates, emergency alerts, and the latest from local officials all in one place. Listen live on air or stream us anytime on the iHeartRadio app. Stay safe, stay informed. Eustace Roofing is the official sponsor of iHeart Stormwatch coverage. Eustace Roofing, the real roofers, real craftsmen, real professionals, real experts.
Hey, listen to this. All it needed was a new starter. Got a great deal on eBay. Did it myself.
Yeah, that's cool. But how about the soft purr of an upgraded exhaust when it fits just right?
For me, it's the little things. Like these new windshield wipers from eBay I installed.
From small fixes to big upgrades, eBay has all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Are you shopping for hurricane impact windows? Get your free quote now, ReeseWindows.com.
listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
Lunatic is on the grass.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Thanks again for tuning in today. Appreciate that. I hope you had a great Labor Day weekend. Got all that partying out so you can just kind of make it through the end of the year for sure. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
Yeah.
Along with Ross Padgett.
Yeah.
Let's do It's Only Money.
Helping people passionate about planning for their future rise above investment myths to build real wealth. Isn't that really just common sense financial advice?
It's both.
Oh, okay. It's Only Money with Scott Brown from Edgewater Family Wealth.
Good loud for our buddy Scott Brown. Edgewater FamilyWealth.com. Scott, how are you, friend?
I'm doing great. I was thinking about your story about trying to get the hair out of your mouth in the restaurant and how embarrassing for your lovely wife that must have been.
Yes.
And I was recalling a time about 15 years ago or more. I was in Brio in beautiful Winter Park where all the fancy people are. And I spilled gravy on my arm and my inner redneck came out somehow.
Don't say it. Don't even say it.
You know what I did, right?
You licked it off your arm.
I licked it off my arm. My wife's eyes got the size of saucers, and I had no idea what I had done. It was a reflex.
Yeah, that's
it. It was good gravy, first of all. Right. And she's just staring at me, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And she's like, do you have any idea what you just did? And I'm like, nope.
Yeah, you're an animal. That place used to be the Joint, by the way. That was the hangout Winter Park for a minute there, wasn't it?
Oh, all the fancy people were there. I'm sure they talked about me for days afterwards.
I'm sure they did.
That fool Scott Brown did.
All right, Scott obviously is the founder of Edgewater Family Wealth, EdgewaterFamilyWealth.com, right there on Edgewater Drive. Been there for 38 plus years now, giving great sage advice to people who want to make sure that their lives moving toward retirement are financially sound. He is a fiduciary. We get asked that a lot, so I'll kind of head that off at the pass. And every week what happens is he sends us a couple things that we can talk about, and then we do also have some listener questions as well. Scott, you want to get to this very first one?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, somebody asked last week, that was kind of a follow-up question to the talk we had about 401ks, and the question was, is there a way to move your 401k money from the 401k to an IRA without paying fees? And I think something got lost in translation there. So this is what someone, and the person ended with, that's what someone told me. So as if that weren't possible. So the reality is fees and taxes are two different things, right? If you're in a 401k right now, you are paying fees. I promise you, somebody's getting paid. So the mutual funds that you own or the ETFs, they have a fee. The accounting people, they're called third-party administrators. They're the accountants for the plan. They get paid. If you have a financial advisor attached to your plan, that person's getting paid. That's kind of the bad news. The good news is usually that amounts to about less than 0.5% all in. If you're in a giant plan like at Disney or Lockheed or someplace, you're probably paying a third of 1%, if that. So that's all. Fees are there. And if you move from your 401k, say at Fidelity, and you move it out of your firm's plan because you left the job or for whatever reason, and you move it to a brokerage firm or a bank, there are typically not fees to do that, quote unquote. What you want to be careful of is taxes. That's the big thing people need to worry about. And I will say fees are not unimportant. They're just not as big a deal as taxes. And I'll talk more about that in a second. But if you go to your bank, the fees that you will encounter at your bank will be different than the fees if you go to a brokerage firm or if you go to an insurance company or whatever. They all have fees, but they don't charge you typically, I would say, to actually make the move from one place to another. The fees you will incur will begin the second that the money moves from place A to place B. Now, what I said last week is you want to be super careful about the tax implications. If you just call up the HR person and say, hey, send me my money, that is a bad idea. Because if you had $100,000 and they withhold 20% in taxes, they're going to send you a check for $80,000. But at that point, it's your yes, ouch. at that point, it's your problem. You have to deal with the IRS and possibly trying to file to get it back, because I promise you, once that deal is done, it's almost impossible to get from the firm sending the money, because they've already sent that money off to the IRS. So you don't want to confuse fees for taxes. And that really brings me to a secondary point, is a lot of people as this person did a little bit, put emphasis on fees. And don't send me a nasty email saying I'm saying fees don't matter. Fees do matter. They're important, and they're certainly something to consider, but they are minuscule by comparison to tax implications of your investments. I'll give you an example. In 2022, there were two big mutual funds. I won't name them, but you would know the names if I said them. And they kicked out capital gains. So if you owned this mutual fund, number one, you got a 10% capital gain in 2022. Stay with me. Lean forward. Everybody pay close attention. All right. Glad everybody leaned forward. That's good. So in 2022, this fund lost over 20%, right? On top of that, it kicked out a capital gain from money it had made the year before. So if you had $100,000 in that fund, they kicked out a $9,000 capital gain, which you then had to pay 30% taxes on. I'm sorry, 20% taxes on. That cost you $1,800. So again, I want to back up. You had a mutual fund that lost money. The statement that came at the end of the year was really crappy news. On top of it, they caused you to have tax implication that cost you another $1,800 or so bucks. There was a second fund. There was a lot of funds, in fact, that kicked out 20% capital gains, which means a $20,000 capital gain. The fund lost money, and you had to pay $5,000 or $6,000 in taxes that year on a fund that lost money. So the reason I'm harping on this, and the reason I think it's important, is people will spend weeks, hours, months, years trying to find a way to save 10 basis points or 1/10% on a fee and pay zero attention to something that can cost them 10 times as much money.
That's non-negotiable.
It is. I think, I don't want to say that the industry distracts you on purpose, although I'm doing this with my fingers. So I'm twirling my mustache right now.
I'll say
but
it.
But I think Ross can say it.
Yeah. No, they definitely want to distract you. They profit off of laziness and unawareness all the time.
I couldn't have said it better. I'm glad you said it, not me.
And in action.
The reality is, don't be distracted by silliness. Again, I'm not saying fees are not important. Fees are important. You should shop to make sure you're getting a fair deal and getting value for what you're paying. But I promise you, you are paying something. So you need to get over that to begin with. Second of all, taxes are the real problem, the real expense, and the real drag on most people's portfolios throughout their investing career. And people pay almost no attention to that. And it's very frustrating, because one of the things we do at our firm, and here comes the commercial, so stand by, but one of the things we do at our firm is that we put a big emphasis on the tax implications of the way we invest money. So each quarter we look at our accounts, we look at our clients' accounts, and we say, is there a way to harvest a loss against a gain? And now we're getting into the mud a little bit, but the net result is we're trying to save our clients the tax money that they invariably end up with in other places at the end of the year.
And we hear about tax shelters and tax havens all the time. You hear about the Grand Caymans and banks and people hiding money and stuff, but that really isn't very prevalent, right? Most people go through the standard process of being in a 401k, like a Fidelity or an IRA Roth or something, and then they try to maximize the value of that by lessening the tax implications as they move forward. And that's kind of what you guys do.
Yeah, I literally have zero clients with offshore accounts. I mean, offshore accounts, it's a sexy thing to talk about. It sounds interesting, but first of all, if you're going to do offshore accounts, you got to deal with the regulation or the lack thereof. Like if somebody walks off with your money in the Caymans, it's going to be hard to get it back. Number one, number two. That requires hiring lawyers and tens of thousands of dollars in legal fees. There's way more to it than, hey, let me just open up this account in Jamaica and I'll never have to pay taxes.
All right.
Trust me, on average, that's not a thing.
Talking to Scott Brown from Edgewater Family Wealth, edgewaterfamilywealth.com. We'll tell you how to get in touch with Scott for a consultation a little bit later, maybe even one of his events coming up a little bit later this year. Tell me about stablecoin. I do hear this a lot, but I don't really pay attention to any of that stuff, Scott, because it's really not part of my long-term plan, so I haven't really paid attention. Am I in the same boat as a lot of other people, or
Most people are not paying attention to crypto or stablecoin. Maybe a little more to crypto, the younger generation, but stablecoin is something we're all going to pay attention to at some point. And stablecoins are no more than an apparatus for a company. Let's say, for example, we use Amazon as an example. At some point, Amazon may issue a stablecoin. Now, stablecoins are kind of interesting in so much is they're not really. They are crypto, but they're not crypto. They process through the blockchain. It makes it quicker. It makes it you can do transactions in off banking hours. You can move money. You don't need to use Western Union.
Yeah.
It's considerably cheaper than moving money via a credit card. For example, if you buy something with a credit card, you have to pay the 2 or 3% to the vendor. So there's a lot of good things that are coming from stablecoin. So Amazon may at some point and probably will issue a stablecoin that's backed by U.S. Treasuries and allows you to do transactions via that stablecoin instantly from overseas, midnight, 3 o'clock in the morning, much cheaper, much more efficient, instantaneous gratification to the person selling something. So there's a lot of really cool things happening in stablecoin. You'll probably see it issued by companies like Amazon or at some point maybe even a card company will issue them so that you can do transactions in stablecoin. So this is you're going to hear more about it. I think young people are going to understand it a lot more. The downside of stablecoin usage would be right now there's no mechanism to prevent fraud. So if you charge something on your Visa or your American Express and you say, "Hey, I didn't make that charge," and you call up American Express and they can verify that you didn't make that charge, you're going to get your money back, right? That would not be true through the blockchain because those transactions are instantaneous.
Right.
So those are some of the negative things that could come from stablecoin. But trust me when I tell you, it's going to be something you hear a lot about in the next 10 years.
Yeah, the one I heard about it is like it doesn't. It's not backed by the government. It doesn't have any guarantee. Unlike the crypto doesn't have that at all. I mean, the stablecoin does. Crypto does not. And by the way, the guy who wrote the question earlier did want to kind of clarify. He said that what he was thinking about was when you transfer your 401k money into an IRA, that once it's in the IRA, you won't have to pay taxes. But that's not the case, is it? Because once you start with a 401k, that's a tax scenario as opposed to the IRA, Scott?
Same deal. So it's under the same tax code. It's still a qualified. So the term qualified money refers to an IRA, a Roth, a 401k, a 403b if you're at a municipal organization. There's 4 or 5 different types of qualified accounts that we all encounter on a regular basis. They're all tax deferred on average, with the exception of Roth. They're all taxable on the back end. So if you move your money from a 401k to an IRA, if you're in a 401k at your company and you move that to an IRA with your bank, and then you turn 60 in a few years and you start taking money out, you're still going to pay taxes when you withdraw it. No different than if you left it in your 401k and someday decided to extract. As long as it remains captive in, let's call it a bucket, your IRA or your qualified bucket, IRA bucket, 401k bucket, as long as it stays in the bucket, you're okay, right? Once you start taking money out of the bucket, that's when the taxes begin. Today, you have to start taking money out of your bucket at age 74.
Yeah, very good. Scott Brown again. Are we going to have any live events soon?
Yes, so we do have a live event coming up October 22nd. You won't be able to sign up for it just yet. We'll have that up next week. But yes, we have secured the Winter Park Ruth's Chris for our first event of the fall. And again, that's October 22nd, and that'll be at noon. So stay tuned for that. I also wanted to point out that we have a newsletter now that you can go on the website and sign up for. So if you want to hear from us in a little more detail and maybe some tips and ideas on wealth accumulation, you can find that in our Edgewater Family Wealth newsletter, and you can sign up for that on the website. There's a little drop down at edgewaterfamilywealth.com. And Ross and I, in 2 short weeks, I believe, will have the first edition of Aftermath, which is our new podcast. That's right. We have a podcast coming out called Aftermath.
I like the name.
The name kind of insinuates after the radio show, there'll be questions we might be able to answer. And really, as you know, one of the reasons I wanted to call it that is because the math is secondary. People get so caught up in math and numbers and returns. And what I hope we learn from doing the show together is that it's behavior. Your behavior after the math is what really matters, because you can do all the math you want. You're still not going to be able to predict the future. You're still going to have to deal with recessions. You're still going to have to deal with political upheaval. So again, after the math is what Ross and I will be talking about once a week, starting in a couple of weeks. And you will, in another week or so, be able to sign up and get on our email list to receive Aftermath on a regular basis.
Very nice. And in the meantime, you can go to edgewaterfamilywealth.com and download both of his books as well.
Yeah, so you can go to edgewaterfamilywealth.com. You can do several things. The first of which is you can sign up for a consult, as we say every week. It could be 5 minutes. It could be 15 minutes. And if we need to drag you in the office to sort this whole mess out, we'll happily do that. You can download my book, I Never Made Anyone Rich, which is now, I think, 10 years old. Hard for me to believe. And you can download our book on how to use a financial advisor, even if you're not using us. Even if you're somewhere far enough away that you don't feel like the drive is worth it, although I promise you it is, you can download our book, I Got a Guy, and I Got a Guy tells you what questions to ask, what things they may not bring up that you can help them bring up.
Well, Scott, it's always good talking to you. Great information as always. Again, if you have the time, slide over to edgewaterfamilywealth.com, download those books, make yourself an appointment for a consultation, and coming up in October, you'll have an opportunity to meet him personally and get a burger from him. They're damn good.
Well, a steak this time.
Yeah.
Bruce Chris, baby.
Whoa.
Chris? Oh, yeah.
Wow, look at that.
Scott doesn't mess around. He feeds his people.
All right, very good.
Yeah.
You guys
Jim.
Scott Brown.
Oh, yeah.
Save money. EdgewaterFamilyWealth.com. But we'll see you next week, man. All right.
Later.
All right. 407-916-1041. Text 77031 News.
Colorado's Attorney General calls the Space Command move, quote, unlawful, end quote. A child is shot by a Flagler County deputy, and when we tell you why. And what a driver caught speeding told the officer. We'll talk about that and more coming up next during You Heard It Here First.
All right, let's take a little break. We'll come back and do You Heard It Here First and get the hell out of here on a Tuesday.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Hey there, Central Florida, Fox 35, Storm Team Meteorologist Noah Bergen here. We're tracking a few showers out there for the rest of this evening. A little bit of a gusty northeast breeze as well. Going into Wednesday, rain chances actually will tumble. Most places will probably be on the drier side. Most of the rain will be offshore and down in South Florida for Wednesday. Temperatures rise again into the 90s later this week, and more typical Florida weather with a handful of afternoon and evening storms returns again on Thursday. So a drier day Wednesday, the return to more typical weather by Thursday.
This report is sponsored by Everdoor Garage Door. Power outage? You're still rolling with Everdoor. Get $75 off a battery backup opener today. Don't let the dark shut you out. Everdoor keeps you moving. Visit everdoor.com. The garage door that lasts evermore.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here for my friends over at FAS Exteriors, installing windows and doors in a couple of my homes over the years here in Central Florida, just nailing it every single time. You know, their expert team of window and door installers will make your entire project seamless from measurements all the way down to the final inspection. I'll tell you straight up, when they're on your property, you will feel like professionals are handling your job because professionals are handling your job. They've been doing it since 2005. FAS has earned their spot right here in Orlando as the top-rated window and door experts. So with that in mind, upgrade your home today with a team that delivers excellence. Simply visit FASWD.com and trust the leader in windows and doors.
I just normally do straight stand-up, but this is a bit different.
What do you get when a true crime producer walks into a comedy club? Answer, a new podcast called Wisecrack, where a comedian finds himself at the center of a chilling true crime story.
Does anyone know what show they've come to see? It's a story. It's about the scariest night of my life.
This is Wisecrack, available now. Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Wisecrack, and listen now.
Get ready, Orlando. The Booze and Bites Festival hits Festival Park Saturday, September 13th. Unlimited drinks, $5 bites, live music, games, and more. All benefiting Second Harvest Food Bank. VIP at 12, general admission at 1. Tickets required. Get yours now at OrlandoBoozeandBitesFestival.com.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. Together, we're Anajar and Levine. If you've been hurt in a car crash, we'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call Anajar and Levine for your free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE.
In office, Orlando.
Son, do you know what time it is?
Your father and I were waiting all night for you to come home.
I'm sorry. So we could tell you that you're eligible to become a member of Navy Federal Credit Union. Wait, what?
Since your dad's a veteran, our whole family can join and get exclusive savings, discounts, and award-winning service.
Thank you. Now go to your room and think about what we said.
All veterans and their families are eligible. Join today. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Navy Federal is insured by NCUA.
What does New South Proud mean? It means you can save 35% on windows and doors. And not just any windows and doors. We're talking New South American-made windows and doors that offer premium protection from hurricanes, intruders, and noise. And they're guaranteed for life. Get 35% off American-made windows and doors until October 31st, 2025. Call 800-NEW-WINDOWS. Visit newsouthwindow.com/deal for details.
Calling all true crime junkies. This October, the hosts of Stuff They Don't Want You to Know, Buried Bones, and Betrayal are hitting the high seas on the first ever true crime voyage from award-winning, kid-free Virgin Voyages. Book now at virginvoyages.com/truecrime.
As the old saying goes, size matters.
At Morgan & Morgan, we have over 1,000 lawyers and nearly 6,000 people on staff.
But at the core, this is and always has been a family business.
Our family watching out for your family.
Call us or email us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, even on a Saturday or a Sunday.
And if you ever have a problem, call our mom.
Morgan & Morgan.
For the people and your family.
Injured? Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Hey, listen to this. All I needed was a new starter. Got a great deal on eBay. Did it myself.
Yeah, that's cool. But how about the soft purr of an upgraded exhaust when it fits just right?
For me, it's the little things. Like these new windshield wipers from eBay I installed.
From small fixes to big upgrades, eBay has all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Honey, that flu keeping you up? Did you take NyQuil Intense Flu?
Nah, I got this. Okay, I don't got this.
Yeah, you need NyQuil Intense Flu.
Undo your flu with NyQuil Intense Flu. NyQuil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms so you can sleep.
You do got this.
NyQuil Intense Flu. The nighttime sniffling, aching fever. Best sleep with the flu medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
An app for pics, an app for playlists, even the app for scrolling endlessly at 2 a.m. But only one app puts the live radio dial in your pocket, the free iHeartRadio app. Get what millions already have. iHeartRadio, the #1 app for radio.
Need help navigating your will or trust? Visit onefirmforlife.com today for your free consultation.
Stay tuned to the Jim Colbert Show as we demonstrate our attitude of gratitude. Our thank you segment is sponsored by Life Imaging FLA. Now open. Call pound 250 keyword heart scan.
Our friends at TK Law want to remind us to look ahead. We will look ahead tomorrow on Real Radio. Monsters in the Morning kicks off at 6 a.m. And tomorrow's host will be Angel Rivera. It's Angel and Ryan all week on the Monsters, so tune in for a Wednesday edition where Ray Trenley will stop by as well. Look ahead with the team at TK Law to plan your family's future. Visit onefirmforlife.com.
Listening to the Jim Colbert Show.
And I have a quick question for you.
A quack one?
When was the last time you actually sat down with a kid's coloring book and just opened up a pack of crayons?
Been a while, buddy. Not above it, though.
Sounds like a good time.
Yeah, but to do it without a kid around, that's weird.
Yeah. Especially if you're drawing a kid.
Can't see you doing it, but maybe with your grandbaby.
Yeah. Maybe so. A little grandbaby action.
I think we're going to see a different side of Jim. You know, Jim Tutu Pop Pop.
All right. All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show. Real Radio 104.1. I'm Jim. There's Jack.
Yeah, we probably won't.
Ross is here. You're probably not
side.
going to, buddy. I got a bad news for you.
I agree.
It's going to be the same guy.
No, it's a different side. You're gonna be a little bit more incarcerated.
No.
Incarcerated.
He'll find a different side to himself. We won't see.
You'll never
the
see it.
different
No.
side.
You're going to always see this crusty app. Oh, I almost said a bad word there. Well, you almost said a bad word. You're going to get the crust, guys.
Yeah.
That's it. You get the crust.
Because
no soft cheese.
It's like an onion. There's layers.
Oh,
you
God.
are Shrek.
Yes, he is.
Let's do You Heard It Here first.
It's time
Topless
for
Wonder.
You Heard It Here first on the Jim Colbert Show.
You put some respect on that. Colorado Attorney General Phil Weiser says he's ready to take President Trump to court over his decision to move Space Command headquarters from Colorado Springs to Huntsville, Alabama. He says the decision will impact military readiness.
Even under the best circumstances, this is a body blow. This is a harmful step. It's going to hurt Space Command.
Weiser accuses the president of playing political games with our nation's military readiness.
Yeah, of course, Colorado being a blue state, Alabama being a red state, you could see where some people would think that maybe Colorado is being penalized for that. I don't know. Who knows?
Closer to home, an 11-year-old boy was hit by a bullet after 2 Flagler County deputies were practicing with a rifle in the neighborhood.
Oh, boy.
The sheriff's office says the child was playing video games in his home when a bullet grazed him. The child said he felt a burn on his neck, and the sheriff's office says thankfully the boy wasn't seriously hurt. Now, it turns out a father and daughter who are both deputies were off duty and shooting at targets in the neighborhood. Now, it's unclear which one fired the shot that hit the child, but regardless, the sheriff's office says deputies aren't supposed to shoot department issued weapons unless it is on the job or at authorized training. Both deputies are still on the job, but a criminal investigation has been launched.
How malignantly stupid is that?
2 deputies shooting in a neighborhood.
That is beyond stupid. That is, man, I hope they lose their jobs for the safety of people around them. And I'm not saying that because I don't see people lose their jobs. If you don't have the judgment to be able to know not to fire a firearm in a neighborhood as a police officer.
2 of them.
What does that say about you as a person and the training you're getting? Good God, man.
So
that's insane.
Yeah, it's a mistake. But I don't understand.
A mistake, Jack.
It is a mistake.
It almost killed an 11-year-old kid. What's the next mistake?
I don't understand where the target was in relation to a neighbor's house where it went through.
Well, who cares? I lived in the middle of nowhere, and I wouldn't do that. I lived in the woods and wouldn't do that.
Well, apparently the father...
Anybody that owns a gun know better.
The father deputy thinks that the bullet ricocheted off a target and that's how it ended up in the home.
It does not matter.
A kid was probably playing Fortnite. He's never playing that game again.
God.
And then finally, a driver was pulled over by police in Washington State for speeding. She told the officer she was on her way to pay a previous speeding ticket.
No, that's funny.
That's a weird flex.
The officer...
Yeah, that works out.
I got to get this done by 5.
Let's just skip the middleman.
The officer saw the driver illegally passing another vehicle and going 74 in a 35-mile-an-hour zone.
That's a tasty one.
The 21-year-old driver was arrested and booked for reckless driving and not having a license or insurance.
Good Lord. The trifecta of dumb.
The trifecta of dumb.
Wow.
The trident.
And you heard it here first on the Jim Colbert Show.
Who do we have to thank
you're
today,
welcome.
lady?
We want to thank attorney Mo DeWitt, injured on the go. Just call Mo.
Thanks, Mo.
Thank you, Mo, so much for saucing up our Thursdays.
That's right.
Thank you.
Also want to thank Scott Brown with Edgewater Family Wealth. In case you've missed Scott Brown's timely advice, you can already hear his podcast at The Jim Colbert Show. And then last but never least, Sam Bowen and Candace Rich for running our YouTube chat.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. As we do every single day. Jack, question of the day?
Yeah, will you play the Powerball this week?
Wow, man. That's an interesting question. A lot of people don't believe in it. The odds are so ridiculous, but there are dreamers like me who don't mind spending the few dollars to feel that way.
Dreamers like you, that's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really funny.
I'll go.
I'm a dreamer.
I'll go 43% are going to.
Other way. It's actually 58% that said yes.
Very good.
42% were no.
Very nice. Ross, stand up?
Yes, I will be out in Palm Coast, Christy B Comedy Club, and you can get your tickets off of rosscomedy.com.
Don't you love that place?
I love it. I love that comedy club. It's one of the last weekends. She's moving that club. It'll be a different venue, but this will be the last time that I'll be going out there for a little bit. Get your tickets, rosscomedy.com. See you Saturday.
rosscomedy.com. Saturday comedy coming up for sure. All right, let's get the hell out of here. Tomorrow we have Animal House.
Central Florida Zoo will be in the house.
Very nice. We'll also talk to our friend Scott Maxwell. Your calls, texts, and talkbacks all day long. On behalf of Deb, Jack, and Ross, I'm Jim. We follow the News Junkie. They follow the monsters in the morning. After us, it's Tom and Dan with the Corporate Time and our friends from Real Laughs. We'll see you tomorrow at 3 for more of the Jim Colbert Show. Until then, have yourself a fantastic Tuesday evening.
See you tomorrow. Bye.
I haven't worn underwear since like 85.
If you missed any part of today's show, check out the Jim Colbert Show on demand. And for highlighted feature segments, listen to the Jim Colbert Show The Goods. Both are available for free on the iHeartRadio app.
A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan is coming up next on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center, Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
Off-ramp backup still piling up on Florida's Turnpike southbound approaching that Osceola Parkway exit. Keep left to avoid those delays. You're going to run into some familiar slowdowns on I-4 getting through that amusement park area. Traffic's piling up getting through that Champions Gate area. There's no serious accidents on the major roadways really affecting your ride tonight, but if you do see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477.